Okay, hello everyone. Good afternoon all, and thank you for coming. So, as you know, there are two programs. First is the youth program, and it's really very much informative. And you will see like all the team members are here. They are going to give you a really, some informative session which you can definitely use in your life. Okay. So I'll introduce Mr. Lovenis Sharma, who is a clinical psychotherapist and who is going to talk about this youth program, which is mental health and mindfulness for youth. So really, I will look forward all of you to listen to this topic and try to see how you can implement or how you can use this in your day-to-day life. This is really beneficiary. And thank you very much for coming, all the youth over here, and also their parents, because obviously parents and youth both go hand in hand. So definitely that's really helpful. So thank you for coming, and obviously we're expecting more people to come. And it's really a great event. And followed by we have a Women's Day celebration. So I would say Happy Women's Day to all the people over here, and especially women over here. Obviously they are a part of our life. So without them it's nothing. So we'll be doing that one also, and you can stay here. And after this youth program, and we'll continue to have a really three dignitaries are coming, and they will give you a brief introduction about how to manage your life and work. Also how to be a successful entrepreneurship. Also MPP is also coming over here, so that they will give you how to make yourself get involved in community and do a lot of work for community. So thank you for all being here, and we'll start the youth program first. I'll welcome Mr. Lovenis Sharma. Oh, sorry. Yeah. So here the team. Maybe I can ask you to introduce yourself. Carrie. Okay. So she's Carrie. So you are the program.
Yes, for the social planning council.
Social. So she's from Social Planning Council of Peel. And definitely thanks to them that we have a partnership with them, and now to make more events such events like that, which is definitely beneficial for our community as well as all across the board, right? So definitely welcome again, and thank you for coming and giving us such an opportunity to tell about youth and all. Thank you.
Thank you. We do definitely agree that we would love for these opportunities to be upcoming and to be prolonged and continued. So again, my name is Carrie, and I am a research associate at the Social Planning Council of Peel. So I'm just here to talk a little bit about what we do at the Social Planning Council, and to just play a little video for you all so you can get familiar with the work that our organization does and the efforts that we're making across the community to talk a little bit more about what this gentleman just said, which is to encourage the community to be more actively involved with each other.
We are the Social Planning Council of Peel, an independent, non-profit, and charitable organization serving the communities of the Peel region since 1955. Our goal is to improve the quality of life.
If you've never resorted to toilet yoga because you just pick out, for all of you.
Yeah, CANOSA Social Talent Council of Peers, an independent, non-profit, and charitable organization serving the communities of the Pune region since 1965. Our goal is to improve the quality of life of citizens and help create a prosperous and innovative egalitarian society. In order to achieve this, we have a four-pronged approach. First is our research program, where we collect and analyze data on peer population, services, policies, best practices, and social change to understand our community better and develop solutions. Second, we have a public education
Just talk
program,
about it too.
where we provide citizens and information about social issues and how to address them. Third,
Yeah, maybe it's best if I just go back to the presentation. So I'll come back to our land acknowledgement, but that video pretty much just talks a little bit about what the Social Planning Council is. And it goes through, in a fun way, some of the initiatives that our organization has. So founded in 1965, and we work very hard to provide quality research that is relevant to folks in the region of Peel. I'll try to get the video working so that we can play it for you all after. And then for now, what I'll do is I will read through our land acknowledgements before we begin the presentation. And thank you again for being here for that. So the Social Planning Council of Peel would like to express their gratitude and respect for the privilege to work and live on the territory of the Huron-Wendat and Petun First Nations, the Seneca, and the Mississaugas of the Credit River. This land has been the home to Indigenous people for thousands of years. As guests on this land, we acknowledge the impacts of colonization, including unequal access to opportunities. We acknowledge our roles in supporting activities and policies that contribute to the decolonization and production of information to voice social issues and improve the quality of life for individuals and communities. We are committed to working in partnerships with the Indigenous communities to ensure that this land acknowledgement is more than just words. And it is a commitment to fostering respect, understanding, and reconciliation. We thank the Indigenous people of this land and express our respect for their past, present, and future stewardship of this land. So as folks settle in now, I'll just say thank you once again for being here, and I'll introduce Lavnish Sharma, who is a clinical psychotherapist who works at Hope 24/7, which is an agency that provides support to women in crisis situations. Thank you.
Thank you, Gary, for the introduction. Just give me 1 second to pull up my PowerPoint. Okay, so again, my name is Lavnish Sharma and I'm a clinical psychotherapist. And today the topic I'm going to be informing you all about is mindfulness and our mental health. So, to kick things off, the very first question I have is, does anyone have any sort of idea what mindfulness is? Even a guess. I may have heard some about it through your friends, family, maybe you've read it somewhere, watched it somewhere, but does anyone have any idea what mindfulness is? Please, one at a time. No, even a guess? Anybody? Yeah?
Giving 100% of your mind towards something like doing work or like completing any task.
Yeah?
100% giving your mind.
Okay, yeah. That's very good. Yes?
Mindfulness can be like an outlet to express yourself and a way to relax.
Absolutely, it can be, yes. All right so far. Anybody else? Yeah? You want to say something? It's okay, there's no wrong answers.
100% given time.
Giving 100%? Yeah, like effort? Yeah, absolutely can be. Anybody else? Yeah? Yeah, that's a very good one. Anybody else?
Awareness, like self-aware.
Self-awareness, awareness, yeah, absolutely. Anybody else? Okay. Exactly, so everything that everyone said is all right. Mindfulness can be a feeling or it can be an experience. It can be giving 100% effort, being aware in the moment, giving your all. You're fully aware, being present in the actual moment. You're aware of what you're doing, where you are, and how you react to it. So every little thing that you do in your present moment, it's all contributed to mindfulness. It's all connected. It's a human skill. We all have it. We just have to learn how to access and manage it. So anyone and everyone can incorporate mindfulness into their life. So why it's important. Mindfulness can help us particularly in noticing our emotions, whether we're feeling angry, sad, happy, scared, depressed, disgust even. And once we notice what we feel, we can learn how to control it and make ourselves feel better any way we want to. So sadness can turn into happy, or anger can turn into joyful, and fear can even turn into bravery as well. So it all depends on what you're feeling in the situation, in the moment. We just have to learn how to be aware of what we're feeling and ask ourselves how we can control it and better manage it. And it can also help us deal with the hard things in life. Maybe you're dealing with difficulty in school, maybe studying or doing your homework, or making friends, or maintaining relationships. Maybe at work for the adults in the room. Maybe you have a hard time dealing with the stress and anxiety that comes from work, doing a good job. Make sure you pay the bills, taking care of your family, things like that. It can be applicable to both kids and adults. It's not really limited to one specific type of person. So, a little question to kind of kick more things into gear is, can anyone think of a time where maybe you felt angry, sad, scared, happy even, or a time where you feel like you're really struggling with maybe school, friends, work, or anything in life that was really hard for you, or really difficult for you? Can anyone think of a time that are comfortable sharing with? No? Okay, maybe I'll give an example just to start things off to get everyone more comfortable speaking. So for me, sometimes I feel, really sad when, I have people coming in and telling me, this is how I feel, this is how I'm struggling, and I'm in a position where I feel like I can't really help them. And so sometimes with me, when, I have my clients tell me that this is how I feel and I can't help them, I get sad sometimes because I know this is my job, but I can't do my job in the way I wanted to help this person out. And so sometimes I get really sad and I tend to overthink a lot of things. I struggle and I ask myself, maybe I feel like, I can't do my job well. Maybe I feel like, I should be doing better, but I can't. And so sometimes I struggle, and sometimes I even cry a little in myself because I really feel someone else's pain and I wish I could be in a position to help them out, but I can't. And sometimes I really struggle to really grasp that feeling, be aware of what I'm feeling, and ask myself why I'm feeling it. And sometimes I just get very sad. I don't want to talk to anybody. I spend time alone by myself. I want to talk to my mom, my dad, my friends, anybody, right? And this is why sometimes I need to remind myself that I need to be mindful of the moment and ask myself the right question is, why am I feeling like this? And how can I do to improve on this feeling? So for me, that was a time where I felt really sad, really scared, and very helpless. And that would have been a good example for me to practice mindfulness and being in the moment so I can improve what I'm feeling in that moment. And any other situations like that come forward, I know how to better deal with it. And so I think that's what I could have done to maybe improve the way I was feeling. Does anybody else have any examples they'd like to share? Yeah, Gary?
Like struggling with deadlines for school. Sometimes, when you have school and extracurriculars, there could be like this overwhelming feeling of, not knowing if you can get everything done, and that leads to sadness sometimes for me.
Absolutely. So dealing with a lot of extracurricular activities in school, doing a lot of things, can often make you feel overwhelmed, right? And it's important to be mindful in that moment and ask yourself, what am I feeling? Can you name the feelings, and what can I do? Carrie, in that situation? Can you think of something that you wish you would have done, maybe improve on that feeling?
I think that sometimes understanding what will overwhelm you beforehand is important. So I think that like after that, I learned to not put too much on my plate, because when I don't complete things, I feel like I let folks down, and then I get sad. So what I've learned to do is to limit what I say yes to. Yeah.
Absolutely, right? And it's okay, it's in our nature to want to, do as much as we can, but sometimes we have to ask ourselves, we are human beings, and we can't always handle so many things at once. So we ask ourselves, what can I, maybe, should I start dealing with less things at a time? Maybe not agreeing to everything all at once, not knowing if I can uphold those commitments, right? So it's very important to understand what you can handle, what you can do in the moment, and what you can withhold within your commitments. Absolutely. Do anyone else have any examples?
I can say something.
Yeah.
It just when you see or adjusting with the partners, just make sure that you don't repeat it.
Yeah.
Sometimes things are not enough, and you have to go for the job and everything. So that's like kind of which I wanted to avoid, but not. Sometimes we try
Yeah.
that we have to submit the same city, but
Yeah.
so this has been very overwhelming for me.
Mm.
So we took the measure of talking to the teacher and
Mhm.
making good friends around the table so that we
Mhm.
can settle.
Making it more comfortable. Yeah, exactly. Being aware of what's in our control, right? Even though as hard as it can be, absolutely. I think I saw a hand there. Yeah.
So like if a friend moves away or something,
Mhm.
like you feel sad obviously. but,
Absolutely.
like you have other friends, you can make other friends, and you have that skill to like make friends and stuff.
Absolutely,
You don't
yeah.
feel as lonely, It's like
Yeah. Good, yeah, absolutely, right? It can be very sad when you have a close friend move away, right? You think there's a sense of it's a goodbye, you're not going to see them again, things aren't going to be the same. But on the other hand, we incorporate mindfulness, being aware that I can make other friends an opportunity to be more social, right? To make more connections. We create that feeling, absolutely. That's a good example of incorporating mindfulness. Anybody else? No? Okay, I'll move on. Okay, now, what does this have to do with our mental health? So, we have gotten established an idea of what mindfulness actually is and how we can practice it. But now, what's the connection to our mental health? So, mindfulness and mental health go hand in hand with each other. They're both related. We need to practice mindfulness for our mental health. If we don't practice our mindfulness skills, then our mental health suffers for that as a result. And so we'll obviously feel sad, maybe mad, or we'll feel bad all the time. These are all feelings we don't want to normally feel, right? And this impacts our mental health, how we look at ourselves, how we treat ourselves, other people, our relationships, right? The people around us, our family, friends. This is all related to our mental health. We want obviously all the time, most of the time, feel as good as we can, but sometimes it's not always possible. And this is where mindfulness comes in. So the way we think, feel, and behave is our mental health. And to make sure that this remains good as much as we can is to practice mindfulness when we can and where we can. So now we ask ourselves, how can we practice mindfulness for ourselves? There's so many different methods that we can choose or techniques. One of the most common ways, the most popular ways, is just simple practice breathing. In, out. In, out. This can become very, very useful for when we feel a lot of anger or stress from so many different things in our life. And just remember to just practicing breathing in and out. I promise you, once you start practicing, you'll notice how better you'll feel in the moment and how better managed you are to deal with any stressful situations just by simply breathing in and out. Meditation or praying. If you're someone who's very religious, who likes engaging, or very spiritual, likes engaging in meditation or praying every day, that's also a good way to be mindful. It helps us remain within ourselves, locked in our mindset, just being aware of what we feel inside and outside, and just being locked in the zone. Going outside, getting some fresh air. Now that we're heading into the summer months soon, great opportunity to go outside, get some fresh air, enjoy the nice weather, the sun for a few minutes, breathing in and out, outside as well, can be also a really good way to practice mindfulness. Using your senses, pointing out everything you hear, smell, see, touch, even taste. That can be another great way to practice mindfulness, always appealing to your senses. Even when you're eating, notice when you're eating, drinking, how does it taste, the texture, right? Things like that, things we don't normally think about, but in the moment when you start practicing it, you'll be amazed at what results coming through. And lastly, creating a gratitude list, right? You want to write it down or do it in your head. What are you most thankful for, right? Are you thankful for the people in your life, your family, your friends, being in a home, going to school, getting an education, right? Things like that. You wake up every day from a comfortable bed. Anything that you feel like you're really thankful for could be also a really good way to incorporate mindfulness because it gets you back again. Thinking in the present moment, bring your mind back into reality. Now, we have a list of some ideas on how we can practice mindfulness, and now I'd like to turn to the audience. Is there any way that you think you can practice mindfulness in your life, whether you want the examples I gave or thinking of your own example? Somebody you love, yeah? Yep, going to your happy place. Yeah, that's a really good one. It goes into your gratitude list, right? Being thankful for people you love and want to be in a relationship with. Yes?
Listening to music always makes me feel better. I think the rhythm itself, it kind of soothes the brain.
That's good, yeah. That's something I didn't include up there. That's another good way of listening to music, right? Relaxing yourself, noticing the beat, the rhythm, the lyrics. Absolutely. Yeah?
You can think of something that makes you happy.
Something that makes you happy, yeah? Can you think of something that makes you happy?
You can imagine also of stuff like I like going to the beach.
Yeah, going to the beach, yeah, that's a really good one, yeah? Yeah? Extracurricular activities, yeah?
Dancing to express yourself.
Dancing, yep, that's a really good way too. Expressing yourself, using art as a form, that's a really, really good one. Anybody else? Yeah?
Pursuing your hobby.
Sorry?
Pursuing your hobby.
Pursuing your hobby, yeah, whatever you like doing, right? Absolutely, whatever you're passionate about makes you happy, helps you practice mindfulness and being aware of that because you're enjoying it yourself, doing whatever you're doing in the moment. Anybody else? Yeah? Meditation to reflect, yeah, meditation is also a very popular one. Helps you stay connected and think about your own thoughts and reacting, and again, being aware. Anybody else? Yeah, walking as well, exactly, yeah. Yeah, absolutely, to distract yourself as well. That can also be a great mindful way, right? Helps you temporarily deal with anything else that you may find stressful or anxious. So doing things to distract yourself and being aware in the present moment. Anybody else? No? Okay. So a little interactive activity that we can do together is practicing together. So you have some ideas on how to practice mindfulness. So I thought maybe we can do one little quick fun activity to practice mindfulness together. So you can remain sitting if you like, or if you want to stand, you can stand as well. But I'd like to invite everyone to just, for a moment, just close your eyes. Just really, really listen into what you're thinking, listen to your mind, being aware of your own surroundings, your environment. So if you like, I request everyone to sit or stand or just close your eyes for a few moments. Just practice breathing in and out. Try to tune out any outside noises, distractions, just be really connected with your mind. Okay, so we're going to notice everything we possibly can within this room, within our environment. We can start from our own bodies, just being aware that your body's here, your blood's flowing through, you're quiet, your mind's quiet, just you alone in your own thoughts. Just being aware that our head is connected to our bodies, our arms, our legs connected, our feet. Just feel every part of your body that you can, that's connected all together within one. Just remember to just practice breathing in and out. Now, if you like, you can open up your eyes or you can keep them closed, whichever you like. And just notice what's going on in your environment. Use your senses. Is there things that you can particularly hear? Like we can hear the ceiling fan or the AC ventilation system. You can hear a little chatter, noises. Maybe you can look outside, notice the weather. It's a little chilly, we see some snow dropping down. Looking around the room, seeing what we see. People sitting, some people on their phones, enjoying some refreshments. Is there anything you particularly smell? A pleasant smell, an unpleasant smell, or maybe you smell nothing, very neutral. Looking at the walls, looking at the poster over there. This is all incorporated in mindfulness, appealing to your senses. Again, what you see, touch, hear, smell, and even taste. It's all within this room, and you see examples of it. Okay, congratulations, you just did a mindfulness technique. See, not so bad. It was very quick, very easy, right? And you can notice maybe how better you can feel just by doing something very quickly. All that took was what, 1-2 minutes? How do you feel now? Was that easy? Was that hard? Anybody want to reflect on that experience? Yeah?
It was easy for me because it relaxed me and calmed me down.
Yeah? Exactly, right? That's what it tends to do. It helps you feel relaxed, easy, right? In the moment, being mindful. Anybody else? Okay, no worries, as long as you get an idea how you can practice mindfulness on your own. And some common myths about mindfulness, so things that you may think might be true but are actually not. Mindfulness is all about clearing your mind. It's simply about bringing attention to what you're feeling in the moment. So that's the big key on mindfulness. Right now, in this very moment, can you think about what you're feeling, what you're thinking about, why you're thinking about this, what's making you feel this way, what's contributing to these thoughts, these feelings, what you're doing. It's not necessarily just about clearing your mind, it's about being aware in the present moment that you're currently living in. Mindfulness is equal to relaxation, not necessarily. You can use relaxation as a technique, but that's not what mindfulness actually is. You may sometimes feel relaxed, but sometimes you may feel frustrated or sad, right? You want to be aware of your sad feelings and your frustrations or your happiness, your anger, whatever you're feeling in the moment, and observe it, and just to help manage it and help control how you feel. Mindfulness is a quick fix, not necessarily. Mindfulness is more of a long-term solution to our mental health. It helps us to cope with stress, anxiety, and any other feelings that we have in any situations. It can help us get past any difficulty we face in life over the long run. If you're feeling difficult with school, with life, maybe with relationships with family, friends, or even work, right? Mindfulness is not just a quick fix. You need to keep at it. Over the long run, you'll see more and more of a solution. You'll see more of an impact. And lastly, mindfulness is something that you have to practice every single day. Not necessarily true, although it can be good practice to do every day, and it could be a good thing. You don't necessarily have to engage with it every day for it to be effective. Mindfulness is there for you whenever you're facing any difficulties in your life or whenever you want to practice it on your own. You can practice it for a few minutes if you like, every other day, every week, every month, whenever you like, whenever you think you'll need it. There's no set timeline and not doing it every single day. Okay, and some important information to remember. It can sometimes be hard to practice mindfulness or even remember to do it. That's okay. We can be very busy with school, hobbies, friends, chores, our work, or anything else that life throws at us, right? And we have a very busy schedule. We're busy doing things. And sometimes it can be very hard to remember to practice mindfulness or do things for ourselves because of the busy lives we have. And mindfulness does not have to be something you spend a lot of time doing. Again, you can do mindfulness in 1, 2 minutes, 5 minutes a day, whenever you have a moment to yourself. And it's important that you start doing them rather than focus on how long you do them for. Sometimes, people might think, well, I have to practice mindfulness for, 20 minutes every day, an hour every day in order for it to really appeal to me or be effective for me. Not necessarily true. The important thing is that you actually engage in, start doing it again, even if it's for just a few seconds, a minute or two. That's the key that you should more focus on rather than focusing on how long you should do it for. And also, consistency is always key, right? So you want to keep at it whenever you can. Once again, the habit of practicing it a little bit, either every day, or every week, or every other day, or every month, it becomes easier over time. Just like with anything that you want to do in life. Consistency and practice is always the main thing. Again, it's about being aware and present in the moment. Any activity or anything that you like doing that makes you feel aware in the moment is considered being mindful. So again, you don't have to limit yourself to one specific thing. Anything that you like doing that makes you feel more aware in the moment and present in the moment is considered a mindfulness technique. There's no one right way to practice it. Find one that you like and is fun and appealing for you. Okay, that was a very brief presentation on mindfulness, but is there anything that you feel like you've learned today or that you can take away from today? That you'll really remember when you walk here. One thing you can think of. Yeah?
Mindfulness doesn't equal relaxation.
Mindfulness does not equal relaxation. Absolutely. Yeah, remember, mindfulness can incorporate mindfulness relaxation techniques, but mindfulness is not limited to just relaxation. Yeah, it doesn't have to be a long time, right? So, yeah, exactly. It doesn't have to be a long time. It can be a really short time as well. So if you're ever worried about maybe it's exhausting or tiring, you don't have enough time to practice it for a long time, that's not necessarily true. You can even practice just for a few minutes. Yeah? Exactly. Mindfulness does not have to be done every single day for you to be effective. It can be done, again, every other day, every week, maybe every month, whenever you like or need to practice it, if you need to practice it or feel like you can benefit from it. It doesn't have to be every single day. Yeah?
That breathing in and out is a part of mindfulness.
Yeah, breathing, and again, very simple, breathing in and out, right? In, out. Are you feeling maybe stressed or anxious or feel like you really benefit from that? Just remember something very simple. In and out. Very little effort, very little time spent on it. That can be very effective. Anybody else? No? Okay, does anyone have any questions for me? Anything at all? Do I go to presentation school? I have done very briefs, not a lot. I would like to go into more schools such as this, because I think it would be very beneficial for to reach more kids in our community, to make them more aware of this, especially with all the things that you hear about doing today. I think a lot of kids in our youth in our community can really benefit from this topic, getting to know a little bit more. So absolutely, although my experience there is very limited, I would like to open up more opportunities to more schools within our community and give a presentation very similar to this, because I think it would be very beneficial to open up to more youth.
Yeah, I think it's kind of is very important that we have like so much electronic gadgets and everything.
I know. Everyone's into the gadgets, the phones, everything, computers.
Intervention, but
Yeah, absolutely. I definitely think it's needed. And given the opportunity, I would love to go into more schools and do presentations like this. Absolutely. Yeah.
Is exercise a part of mindfulness?
Absolutely, and thank you for bringing that up. I did not include exercise in this. That's actually a very good one. Thank you. Exercise, absolutely, can be mindful, right? Sometimes people use exercise to escape the temporary reality they find themselves in, whether they're stressed or anxious, and some people turn into exercise. Yeah, look at you, the girls. Yeah, absolutely. If that's something that you want to do or you like, that's absolutely mindfulness, right? Helps you be aware. You're lifting, you're thinking about building muscles, getting bigger, you're focusing on the technique you're doing, lifting dumbbells. Absolutely, that's mindful. It's a very good one. Thank you for bringing that up. Yeah?
Can it be used to cure any critical mental disorder or not?
Mental disorder, not a direct cure for it. I think things like that are more serious and would need more medication and long-term therapy. I think things like mindfulness can be used in combination to help maintain or limit the effect of mental health disorders. So, if someone's suffering severely and it's really impacting their behavior, maybe they get angry a lot, right? This can be used to help calm them down, but it's not really I would say a cure for it. You have to use a combination of medication, therapy, and also incorporation with mindfulness.
But is there any research going on?
There is active research a lot about how mindfulness can impact things like people with disorder. It's more so towards a lot of cognitive and behavioral research of people, how mindfulness can impact people with disorders with their behavior, how they think, how they look at people, how they perceive people. Absolutely, there has been some positive correlation, but it's absolutely not a direct cure for that mental health condition. You would absolutely need medication and make sure therapy for both to see any kind of cure for them, depending on the mental health conditions too.
How individual is helping our kids like to tackle this COVID situation or any type of digital research coming to our lives and how we experience that and how they will come out of that. Is the individual is doing any research or
For mindfulness and that? Yeah, so absolutely. So I think especially with COVID as well as a great example, you've seen a lot of youth who are forced to engage in a lot of social isolation. Really, you've seen an uptake in depression or keep to themselves, maybe an impact on their feelings and behavior as well. So absolutely. So a lot of research on mindfulness looks at ways to break those barriers down that our youth are struggling with. You see a lot of youth today, especially at youth risk, engaging in a lot of activities that go against their mental or impact their mental health. So mindfulness is absolutely a very important thing for a lot of youth to engage in. And even any one of the techniques that any youth you can think of that might appeal to them can absolutely make a very big difference on their behavior or within how they interact with their community. Things like that. It can really be a positive effect on how they feel about themselves, about other people, how they feel about school or family or friends. There's a lot of things in my experience that I see is youth tend to keep things to themselves a lot. They don't like to engage or tell other people what's going on or how they feel for any kind of reason. So I think the important thing is that for youth who suffer from issues like this, even practice mindfulness on their own can help be a solution to that problem. Does that answer your question? Yeah.
So I know, like, your mindfulness, there are many various activities you can do, like going over your hobbies and stuff. But what if someone's interest is doing more work? Is that considered as a mindfulness?
More work? The thing about doing more work, the idea is that you want to be mindful of how you're feeling when you're doing more work as well. Because when you think of doing more work, that can come with being more stress, right? Overworking yourself, overthinking, a lot of things that can be dangerous to an individual, right? Because when you think about doing more work, that's more responsibility, more stress to complete that work as well. So I think I would advise if you're going to engage in more work for whatever reason you want to do, I would say that's a greater need to practice mindfulness because you want to be aware of any feelings that come forward with doing more work. You might feel more stress, more anxious, more anger, right? Things like that. More overworked, more overwhelmed, like Carrie was saying before, right? When you do too many things at once. So if you want to go to more work, that's fine, but just be very, very cautious and be very aware of what you're feeling in that moment if you are going to decide to do more work. Does that make sense? Yeah?
You talked about like independent a very like positive impact for my children.
Yeah.
Would there also be like a negative impact? Also, like if you're doing this activity, are you getting distracted throughout like your work, like homework and stuff? Does that have a negative impact?
Absolutely. So, another thing that I don't really talk about is there could be potentially be a negative impact on practicing too much mindfulness, right? When you practice a lot of mindfulness, you have a tendency to really overthink a lot of things, get into your own head, right? You start asking more questions. That more questions lead to the more questions you ask yourself, and you can get confused, stressed, even more anxious, right? And you tend to get lost inside your own head. And before you know it, you forget the very task that you're doing, like homework, right? Because you're spending a lot of time thinking over your head. So, obviously, too much of anything can also be a very dangerous thing as well, no matter what you do. Again, you want to be cautious about bringing yourself back into the present moment. being aware, right? Because when you get lost into your head too much, you forget what you're doing, you ask more questions, you get overwhelmed, scared, either more angry, confused, and before you know, you forget the very thing that you're actually supposed to be doing as well. So again, being very key, being very mindful and aware of what you're doing and what you're thinking, and just bringing yourself back to the present moment. Remind yourself, what am I doing right now? Am I doing homework? Am I supposed to be doing a chore? Am I supposed to be helping out a friend or family? And being mindful and being aware of the moment. That's the biggest key. Does that make sense? Anybody else? Questions, comments, concerns? No? Okay, well, if anything comes up afterwards that you think of, this is my contact information. You'll have my work email address, lamesh.sharma@247.ca. My personal email, if you send me an email outside work hours, just send me my personal email, lamesh97@gmail.com, and also my phone number as well. So if anything comes up that you really want to talk about, things you want to comfortable sharing today in front of the audience, or things that you may have thought of afterwards, there's another opportunity here to ask your questions as well. So please send me an email or give me a text message or a phone call if any other questions come up afterwards, okay? Thank you so much, everyone, for being here and really paying attention. I'm really grateful for the opportunity. Thank you.
Why do we go British? Nobody in the 1800s. No, they have the most Southern accents. Yeah.
So, guys, you can take a picture of this, and if you have any kind of concern or doubt, or you want to learn more about this or any other program also, you can contact him, Mr. Ravnesh Sharma, and he will be happy to give you all feedback, or even can give you idea of when is the next program coming up, right? Yeah. So that's nice, really session. You want to say something?
We're going to just put a QR code for each survey on the.
Right. So they are going to give you a survey link, and you can take a picture of that, and then you can definitely give feedback or any kind of comment if you have. That will be really nice, and they can improve on that based on your comment and all. So really it is nice. Thank you to PL, the Social Planning Council of PL. Really it's a nice session, and we see like very interactive and all. Most of the kids or youth participated in there, and also their parents also. Right, so really thank you, Ravnesh. It's nice to have you here and the entire team. Thank you.
Now you all just put your audio.
Hi everyone, so if you can just use with your cell phones this QR code and just go ahead and click that link in order to please take the survey. It's really important that all of you, if you do have your phone with you, that you participate in the survey, because this is what gives us the opportunity to continue this sort of work and to have these sorts of workshops. So that's all I wanted to say. I'll go ahead and leave it up for the time being so that folks that need access can go ahead and do it. And I'll be in the room if anyone has an issue accessing the link or taking the survey. Please let me know. And also, if you don't have your own phone, you can take the survey again using someone else's phone. And it will ask you which session you are attending. So this would be the 5th session with Mr. Ravnesh Sharma, which is about educational awareness. So thank you again.
Thank you, Kerry. It's really nice to have you here, and even we look forward to have similar or more youth programs on upcoming time. Definitely, we look forward to have more programs, and we'll bring more youths also. If you have any program in your mind, we'll try to make more community involvement. and we'll make sure like no more people are coming and joining the event. Okay. So, and another thing is like take this feedback and so you are going to send e-certificates. Okay, so you can print it and keep it over there. Plus, we are going to give you some gift coupons also. Because you attended, obviously it's nice to have you here, and then obviously you have some kind of duty towards you as a youth. So there will be snacks also, plus gift coupon, taking away to home. Thank you, lovely second and Kerry and the entire team of the Social Planning Council of PL. So really, it's nice to have you here. Even you guys can have snacks and all, and then you can have be with us, and we can have another program, Women's Day, coming up here. So even Kerry can continue over there to spend some towards it. Okay, thank you again. Thank you guys. You can have a relaxed time, and we are ordering some pizzas, and it will be soon coming over here, and then all kids and you can have some night. And then for parents and all, we have some snacks on the backstage over there, and you can have. And then we'll start our Women's program, Women's Day celebration in a few minutes.
And folks, if anybody is interested in the future educational workshops, this is a series of 3 workshops. So this was the first of 3, and the other 2 will be held at the Journey Neighborhood Center. That is a neighborhood center located in Brampton, in the Kennedy and Clarence area. So we have the registration form here if you need to take a look at it. But we will also receive, the youth that participate will receive another certificate for finishing all 3 sessions. There's also pizza. You will receive $10 for attending. And it's just also a very good community center to know that it exists, because they have a lot of programs there too. So food programs, there's a helper program, they have, women's products and hygiene and that sort of thing. So definitely come up to the table if you want the opportunity to register, or even to just take a look at the journey and maybe follow them on Instagram too, for those of you who are interested.
Board member, CANOSA board member, will take a picture. And also, if kids can join us, also it will be nice. Yeah. Board members, Mr. Satya Das, Mr. Mukti Misra.
Here, can you smile? Okay, all kids, can you come forward? All kids, sorry, youth, all youth, whoever signed the paper should come forward.
You can come.
You guys want to get a gift or not?
You can come.
Gift coupon and picture. Now see, if I say gift coupon, Harry, Lovnish, will distribute the gift coupons to kids. It's okay. Okay. Yashashwini Sahu. Can you pronounce it? Right. Let's see. Okay, Yashashwini Sahu. Come. Yeah, it's okay. Be careful. Okay. Okay, anyone taking pictures? Okay, come here. No. Come here. We'll take a picture. Whole picture. Come here. Okay. Next, Devansi Satapati. Huh? Devansi? First is coming. Okay. Then Poyoja Mohanty. Okay. Okay, come here. Go back. Then Sandeep Mohanty. Sahej dance. Sahej. Devansi Nanda. Yeah. Devansi Nanda. Sanvi Asadi. Tamanna Rao. Come back. Anika Panda. Vidisa Gani. Vidisa. All signed. Where are they? Vidisa. Tanishi Pradhan. And then Shreyans Satya Das. Okay. Maybe Lavnish can do the honor. Yeah, let's see. No. We can do the honor to distribute it. Okay. Janvi Mishra. Priyans Mishra. Rishav Mahakur. Rihanna. Anvesh Patra. Shivangi Panda. Shreja Patnaik. Oh, okay. Shreja Patnaik. Vedant Mishra. Samrat Mishra. Samrat. Shivans. Shivans, come here. Dhruv. And then Pihu. Go Pihu. Janvi. Devansi. Okay. 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 Come here. Yes. Okay. What's your name? Ashram Mishra. Your name? Something Dhani. Okay. Who else left? Two, three coming. Okay. Two, three going for the pizza. It's okay. You can give it to later. Three more. Here? Come forward. No, yes. Siona. Okay. And okay. Done.
Everybody? Anybody left here?
Seven.
Group share.
We have here.
Nobody there, right?
Okay, it's okay. Okay, thank you. It's nice. Okay, you'll take a picture.
We'll take a picture and there is light snacks for everybody. Please have it before you leave.
All smile.
In case anybody is leaving. And also we have a Women's Day celebration. So please try to stay instead of leaving.
Okay, nice. Looks nice. Okay. Good. Thank you. You can go and go to your place.
For kids, pizza is coming. Pizza.
मोबाइल से नहीं हो सकता है ना Atur. Pizza is coming. It's okay, like, do I need to mark this or it's okay? Overtaken this.
Yeah, you can your initials, yes, once they receive, because we got the,
Oh, I have. It is nice. Expect that. Normally what happens
Oh, yeah.
And we have a banner.
This banner for the other place. Banner for that? I think it's a good idea, actually,
But
yeah.
I mean, like,
Yeah. So do you put it? Yeah, okay, I'll put that on. I can keep this too, I'll have the other ones. Yeah. Yep, I said, I'll do a scan of each one.
have some snacks.
I'm okay. I ate before I came.
You will have to.
Yeah.
Right there, always to start. Like onion rings. Onion rings. Yeah, but I went to Mexico. But kind of stressing coming back because you know the changes are always messing a lot of people. But we're Colombia, why very close? Because you know that those countries are like we are labeled. So I have to be yeah. Same questions. Why you didn't the problem is that also we came to watch. So the agents were like, why do you have to do this? They got the box. They know the name of the we said, I don't know, just the airline just told us that it's also the cabin, the passengers. You have to stay. No, they were trying to push. They saw quite something. For example, the last travel, when I was speaking to the agent, I didn't realize when I finished, she finally welcome back. I did this. Like those agents that are I was like watching the guys, I was in Spanish. Yeah, like, I know everything now, but it's okay. So I know that this, I don't like it. I understand they are doing but it's always hard. So I try to do like I feel kind of of course there was like the weather different, the food, at the same time. Yeah, my wife. We went to Mexico City. We have and I was taking some tests because he knew how yeah.
There were some patients that started some levels of panicking. There are product that actually is for you know. So it's something that depends some changes on that. No.
ओके समस्त को आउथरे नमस्कार आउ हमें वुमेन्स डे सेलिब्रेट करिवा 5 minutes time दोचे we can start in 5 minutes so please come back to your seats and we'll start in 5 minutes. You also felt that symptoms
have some place to what actually run. So that's why Mama is always not coming close anyway. He's finding a way out. He'll always be there. And she will always be just going back. You know, I have more time than some of you. Like but that's it's just you thinking how to
ओके समस्त को आउथरे हम वुमेन्स डे सेलिब्रेट करबा बैक टू हॉल जो माने बाहर अछन ओवर और आउटसाइड प्लीज कम इनसाइड एंड टेक योर सीट जोर से समस्त को अनुरोध की सेटल हो जातु अपन अपन निज सीट रे बस जातु वुमेन डे रो सेलिब्रेशन हम स्टार्ट करबा तीन जण प्रोमिनेंट वुमेन लीडर आछथि फर्स्ट वुमेन माने बसिले मेन माने ऑटोमेटिकली बसिले वुमेन माने जेकर जण बसिना थी मेन माने बिल्कुल बसलेनी Okay, dear, जल्दी बसंदु. We have only until 7. It's already around 6, so we have still 1 hour enough time. We have lot of snacks. We continue to eat. किसी ने टेंशन नहीं आपको आम पर अच्छी पिज्जा भी अच्छी छोटे छुआ मन ଆଉ କୋଉମାନେ ବାହାରେ ରହିଲେ?
You could even drink Coke because that still has too much liquor in it. Neat.
मतलब जी कमिगले सीटुरा खाली ହେଇଗଲା କୋଟ ପଳେଲେ ସବୁ
ପିଲା ବାହାରେ ବସିଥିଲେ
ओके बोर्ड मान को अनुरोध कि एटी आसंतु बोर्ड मैंने वेयर आर बोर्ड्स बोर्ड्स ओके हमें आउतरे समस्त को नमस्कार आउ वेलकम करूछु वुमेन्स डे सेलिब्रेशन पई सब वुमेन माने को हैप्पी वुमेन्स डे से माने आउरी स्ट्रांग होंतु भलो होंतु हस्बैंड माने को भलो केयर होंतु संसार आउ दुनिया रो टेक केयर करू सेटा बड़ दिनस they have the power they are the actually the family and then what you can say तो आम बोर्ड भीतर भी जन अच्छा लेडी जहाँ हो भल कथा कि आम पाखे अच्छा सी भी बहुत सपोर्ट कर काम फाम कर वुमेन्स डे भी आसी भल कथा आमर आज प्लान अच्छी कि तीन जन आम कम्युनिटी सब ये इनवॉल्वमेंट रहिबो कि इंटरैक्टिव रहिया पे बट आम तीन जन मेन स्पीकर हिसाब से डाकिचु चूज करछु सब वर्ष किछि ना किछि अन्य नुआ हमें भाबु कि आनिया पई ए वर्ष हमें डाकिचु डॉक्टर अंजलि से जन डॉक्टर से इंडिया वासी के ठीक हमरो तापर को हमरो जिनी घराई जानथिबे से तांकर एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप कैरियर बहुत भलो तो तांको हमें चूज करछु केतर कहया पे सो दैट समस्त टिके जानिबे केमिति कोन बिजनेस स्टार्ट करा जाई कोन आ डॉक्टर अंजनी को पाखरु हमें जानिबा केमिति लाइफ बैलेंस करबा कोन कले भलो कोन नाही तांकर अनुभूति आउ तापरे फाइनली हम पाखु जने एमपीपी कैंडिडेट आछंती दीपिका डमेरला से मिसिसागा कुक्सविल रे एगो काउंसलर में थिले प्लस एथरा कंटेस्ट करछंती मिसिसागा मेयर पई तो से भी आसी पहुंचबे ता भितरे हमें ता परे फाइनली हम पाखर अछंती जने हमरी भितरु प्रशांत भैया से कहिबे हमर वुमेन एम्पावरमेंट विषय लास्ट से हमें क्लोज रैप अप करबा तो फाइनली से करबा एबे हमें डाकिबा हमर दी चीफ गेस्ट को दुईटा चीफ गेस्ट फर्स्ट असिस्टेंट डॉक्टर अंजलि आउ जिनी गरांजी ओके हमहु होची डॉक्टर अंजलि को विषय टिके कहया पई आउ मतलब होची जिनी गरांग विषय किछ कहबा दरकार नै से तो निजे ही जानि छन समस्त बट डॉक्टर अंजलि बहुत भलो हेल्प करथिले मु जानि छी मो जियो देह खराब थिला बेले किंतु गोटे हला कि ताको विषय बहुत कम लोग जानि छथि बट मु कहिबी सत्य दास को टिके ताको विषय कहया पई
Very good evening to everyone, to the seniors, all my friends, children. So I would like to thank first the organizers of the CANOSA and for inviting me and giving this opportunity to see all of you, because I have not met anyone. I only knew Manisha, Satya and Kamalakanta. That also I'm seeing them first time. So I'm really happy, and I thought this will be a very good opportunity to meet all of you. And I'll try my best to keep in touch with all of you. And this occasion is really is a very nice occasion to be here. And I'm really proud that I'm a woman. And all of you, I congratulate all the women here who are really the great, important part of the men's life and the society. And ମୁଁ କହିବି main women ଭଗବାନଙ୍କର ଦୁଇ ଜଣ ଯାକ actually very important life ର ଦୁଇ ଜଣ ନିହାତି ଦରକାର, କିନ୍ତୁ definitely ମୁଁ କହିବି women ମାନେ we are special in certain ways. ମୁଁ ସେଇଟା ଆପଣମାନଙ୍କୁ କହିବି ଆଜି women ମାନେ କୋଉଥିରେ different, women ମାନଙ୍କର health ଉପରେ ମୁଁ quickly ଅଳ୍ପ ଟିକେ କହିବି ଯୋଉଟା କି ସମସ୍ତେ ଜାଣିବା ଦରକାର. First important thing, the similarity men women ସମସ୍ତେ human being, କିନ୍ତୁ genetically ବି 98% ସେମାନେ same, କିନ୍ତୁ ଅତି ଅଳ୍ପ କେତେଟା ଯୋଉ difference ଅଛି ସେଇଟା ହେଲା unique. ସେଇଥିପାଇଁ women are unique. The important first thing ମୁଁ କହିବି ଯୋଉଟା କି ଗୋଟେ କହିବି ମୁଁ ମୋ ବିଷୟରେ ସରି ମୁଁ ଭୁଲିଗଲି କହିବା ପାଇଁ ମୁଁ କହିଲି ମୁଁ ହେଲି ଅଞ୍ଜଳି ମହାପାତ୍ର, ମୋର ହଜବେଣ୍ଡ ହେଲେ ଅର, ଆମେ ଦୁଇ ଜଣ ଯାକ କଟକରୁ, ଆମେ MBBS 89ରେ ଜଏନ୍ କଲୁ, ତାପରେ ପାସ୍ ଆଉଟ୍ କଲା ପରେ SCB ମେଡ଼ିକାଲ କଲେଜରୁ ଆମେ ବ୍ରହ୍ମପୁରରେ କଲୁ ସ୍ପେଶାଲାଇଜେସନ୍, ସେ କଲେ इंटरनल मेडिसिन में मु कली पीडियाट्रिक्स रे, तापर मैंने भेलोर ऑलमोस्ट 15 to almost 18 इयर्स हमने काम कलु, से कले हेमाटोलॉजी ब्लड कैंसर रे स्पेशलाइजेशन, मु कली नेफ्रोलॉजी रे, तापर 2015 रे तापर मोर हस्बैंड 3 इयर्स पाई कि आस्तिले कनाडा फेलोशिप पर से फेरी गले, तापर 2015 रे हम समस्त मोर दीटा पुओ हम समस्त मूव कलु 2015 रे, सेठी तापरे से एबे प्रिंसेस मार्गरेट हॉस्पिटल से अछंती स्टाफ, मुइटी नेफ्रोलॉजी रे कली फेलोशिप 1.5 year टोरंटो जनरल हॉस्पिटल ले, तापरे मु एबे अछि प्रिंसेस मार्गरेट हॉस्पिटल ले रिसर्च रे मु एबे करूची मोर काम करूची. तापरे लाइफ का एठी अपन माने जानते के मु एठी का लाइफ के सर द डिफिकल्टी कोन अपन डे टू डे लाइफ रे फेस करंती एज ए वुमेन आपण माने कोन फेस करथिबे सेटा विषय मु बेसी किछ कहबिनी, काकि आपण माने जानि छथि केते टफ एठी, यू डोंट हैव एनी सपोर्ट कि सब काम निजो करिया पड़े, ता संगे वुमेन को एक्चुअली मल्टीटास्किंग छुआ मन को कथा बुझियो पड़िबो, ऑफिस कथा घर कथा विथ हस्बैंड एवरीथिंग, से विषय मते बेसी किछ कहया दरकार नै.
सेटा कहबा परे टिके ताको डिस्कस आपको हम एजेंडा रे जीवा ओके.
Thank you, Dr. Anjali. Every more next guest, Jini Khadai, Madhusmita Khadai ko introduce karbi. I think she's a very dear friend of me, and she started like her entrepreneurship journey from very small scale. Now it's grown to multiple units. So with that, she's a very passionate dancer and she's involved with the community works. So which is very privileged to be that she's with us. And don't want to spend more time. आमे ताको जानी छे तार जर्नी सब किछ जानी छु, तेन करी से मधुस्मिता खड़ाई उर्फ जिनी खड़ाई, गो हेड.
थैंक यू प्रज्ञा, थैंक यू कैनोसा बोर्ड मते डाकी थिवारु एंड मते भाबी थिवारु कि मु किछ इनपुट दे परिबी हम कम्युनिटी पाई बिजनेस रिलेटेड. सो बिजनेस फील्ड चूज करिबा इजी नुहे गोटे वुमेन पाई. समस्ते वुमेन भाबंती कि मु डॉक्टर हेबी, इंजीनियर हेबी, मु बैंक रे जेबी, मु आईटी प्रोफेशन रे जेबी, बट बिजनेस फील्ड चूज करिबा is not easy. कारण एटा 9 to 5 जॉब नुहे ये 24/7 365 days सब बड़े फोकस रखिया को पड़िबो आपन को बिजनेस रे कोन होची कोन नहीं आपन को जदी गोटे मिनिट पे भी आपन जदी आपन को फोकस से थ्रू बाहर करबे आपन को बिजनेस रे प्रॉफिट कमी जबो आपन को लाइक रेवेन्यू रे इफेक्ट करबो सो इट इज नॉट इजी फॉर मी बट मु भाबे जे जदी आपन को भितरे किछि उटे विल पावर अछि करबा पय सेति पे डेफिनेटली आपन करि परिबे एंड मु आजी जो विषय रे कहि भी परे ता से विषयटा हला वुमेन मानकर सेल्फ कॉन्फिडेंस एंड पॉजिटिव एटीट्यूड जोटा कि मो भीतर अछि एंड मते बहुत हेल्प कला एज बिजनेस रे सक्सेस करिया पे सो मु परे से विषय डिटेल को जिबी आई थिंक के
बहुत बढ़िया आमे दि जन विषय जानलु थर्ड जन जे आसी ताको विषय देखा जानिबा बट आमे एबे हमरो प्रोग्राम को आगु बढ़ेबा बहुत भलो भलो कथा सुनेर अछि और जानिबार अछि स्पेसिफिकली वुमेन्स रिलेटेड माने जानिबार अछि केमिति से एम्पावरमेंट होचंती केमिति डॉक्टर बनी केमिति कोन मैनेज करबा एते इजी न थाए तो मो टाइम वेस्ट करिया नै मो हमरो डॉक्टर अंजलि को दोची से तांकर हमरो रियल टॉपिक आ एजेंडा विषय कहबे तांकर दी को सुनिबा तांकर तरु अछि टाइम हम पाखरे 15-20 मिनिट इजीली कहबे
थैंक यू मु जोटो एंड करथली से स्टार्ट करछि मेन वुमेन भीतर जो मु कहली कि सिमिलरिटीज तो अछि किंतु डिफरेंसेस एक्चुअली मेक्स देम एक्चुअली यूनिक एंड सही सब जिंस का को रे सही सब जिंस का पर आपण जदी इंपोर्टेंस देखिबे एक्चुअली केमिति वुमेन रो केमिति एक्चुअली से निज निजर केयर नबा कथा प्लस इवन हस्बैंड लाइक पेरेंट्स लाइक फैमिली ताको कथा एक्चुअली बुझवा कथा फर्स्ट आपण देखिबे वुमेन वाला गोटे इंपोर्टेंट जिंस वुमेन को विषय रे गोटे बॉडी रे थाए माइटोकॉन्ड्रिया आपण सुनिथिबे माइटोकॉन्ड्रिया जोटा को कुहा हुए कि पावर हाउस ऑफ द सेल से जो माइटोकॉन्ड्रिया एक्चुअली मां पाखरु आस्ता है केवल वुमेन को एठा आसे जो भी मेल रो माइटोकॉन्ड्रिया अछि से तार मां को आछि से माइटोकॉन्ड्रिया जदी न थांता कोनो से सेल बंची परंतनी आमे इवन ब्रीथिंग भी कर परंतनी सेतमे सेटा कुहा हुए पावर हाउस ऑफ द सेल सो ए माइटोकॉन्ड्रिया अम्मान करो मां मान करो तेना मां जियो माने जो कि तारो पिला को ऑफस्प्रिंग को सेटा स्प्रेड कर देख जिवो जोटा कि सेटा एक वेरी इंपोर्टेंट जिंस जोटा कि वुमेन विषय but it is there in the main but it comes from the woman like
Nani, is it okay to be interactive or
yes
yeah so just to raise the hand
it is a part of every cell जोटा कि गोटे बॉडी रो गोटे जो एनर्जी प्रोडक्शन जो सेल जो सर्वाइव करे सेटा गोटे एटीपी जनरेशन हुए सेटा कहंती गोटे सेटा जेटू से माइटोकॉन्ड्रिया हुए सेति में त कुआबे पावर हाउस ऑफ द सेल जदी से माइटोकॉन्ड्रिया से जो एनर्जी प्रोडक्शन हुवंतनी सेल सर्वाइव करि परिबनी हम बॉडी रो सेल mitochondrial diseases are there which actually again comes from the women because kind of it mark वही आसे किंतु those diseases are very rare जदियो तार ट्रीटमेंट नहीं किंतु सेटा actually very rare किंतु at least to survive it comes from the mother the woman सेटा हमें जानिया दरकार तापरे आ गोटे किछटा फिजियोलॉजिकली अपन देखिबे मेन वुमेन को विषय तो अपन जानि छथि डिफरेंसेस लाइक बॉडी स्ट्रक्चर लाइक बिल्ड हमको लाइक मसल मास फैट ए सब जिंस अपन जानि छथि मेन मान कर जोटा कि प्रेडोमिनेंटली मो किंतु वुमेन मान को सेटा कम किंतु डिफरेंस ता मु कहबे मेनली जोटा कि गोटे है हीमोग्लोबिन आरबीसी मास जोटा कि वुमेन मान को कम ड्यू टू द ब्लड लॉस नॉट सेति पई वुमेन माने रिक्वायर करथि मोर आयरन and jota ki usually reproductive age like young age ru until the menopause jota ki requirement basic iron requirement than the men similarly agota la folic acid jota ki gote vitamin jota male female dijon ka darkar kintu women manakara basic darkar kai ki na jehetu eita convey na pregnancy time re folic acid requirement ta basic हुए kai ki na cell jo neural tube ko jo development हुए सेति पई folic acid darkar तेणु सेटा गोटे जिनस जोटा कि वुमेन मानकर बेसी दरकार सेमिति देखिबे जिंक गोटे सेमति माइक्रो न्यूट्रिएंट जोटा कि वुमेन मानकर बेसी दरकार दैट इज आल्सो फॉर द रिप्रोडक्शन इंफेक्शन प्रेगनेंसी एटा नीडटा बेसी थाए आ गोटे देखिबे हैला आपण कैल्शियम कैल्शियम गोटे जिनस जोटा कि मेन वुमेन समस्त रिक्वायर जति की रिक्वायरमेंट पर डे ताके बेसी टिके दरकार हुए जो माने जतबटी वुमेन मानकर एज बियॉन्ड लाइक 50 to 70 बिकॉज़ सेई टाइम रे समानकर बोन लॉस हुए सेटार रिक्वायरमेंट टिके बेसी हुए वुमेन मानकर आ गोटे जिनस देखिबे आपनकर हैला गोटे विटामिन डी जोटा कि विटामिन डी मेन वुमेन दिजन को दरकार हुए कि अगेन मेनोपॉजल एज रे विटामिन डी रो टिके रिक्वायरमेंट बेसी था अगेन सेटा बोन लॉस हुए जोटा कि एटा हेल्प करे कैल्शियम अब्जॉर्प्शन सेति बाय रिक्वायरमेंट सेटा भी बेसी था एमती आउ कितरा जिनस अछि लाइक गोटे ब्रेन रे गोटे जो व्हाइट मैटर अछि वुमेन माने एक्चुअली मेनी एरियाज रे वुमेन आर वेरी फास्टर देन द मेन गोटे हला सेमती हमर जो व्हाइट मैटर थाए वुमेन मानकर सेटा हला मेमोरी सेंटर सेति बाय वुमेन मानकर मेमोरी इज मच बेटर देन द मेन किंतु मेन मानकर जनरेशन लाइक इनफॉरमेशन इस वजह से से मानकर बेसी तने मेन मानकर से एमती केते बडा जिंस अछि जोटा कि डेफिनेटली मेन मानकर वुमेन मानकर डिफरेंट फ्रॉम द मेन आउ किछटा जिंस मु आपन कहबी जोटा कि हला किछि गुडा डिजीजेस जोटा कि वुमेन मानकर जो डिजीज गुडा सेटा अपन मेन मानकर एते कॉमन नुहे लाइक गोटे हला आपन देखिबे हला गोटे हला आयरन डेफिशिएंसी एनीमिया जोटा कि इज वेरी कॉमन जोटा कि आयरन डेफिशिएंसी एनीमिया इट इज अ वेरी ट्रीटेबल प्रिवेंटेबल जोटा कि हमने जानि पारुनी स्पेशली आजिकली तो एटलीस्ट लाइक लाइफस्टाइल एडवांस लाइफ रे समते टिके जानु चंदी अच्छा कोटा आयरन रिच फूड खाइबा ए करबा ए सब जिनिस किंतु यूजुअली अपन देखिबे वुमेन माने टिके नेग्लेक्टेड निजे निजर भी नेग्लेक्ट करंती खाइबा जिनसटा खाइ नथांती लास्ट रखि थांती हो खाइबी किंतु खाइबेनी एते सब बहुत जिनिस पिला मानको फैमिली बहुत जोड़ को आगो से केयर नेबे तापर निजर ए सब जिनसटा तापर कोन आ गोटे हला जो रेगुलर मेंस्ट्रुअल ब्लड लॉस हुए जोटा कि गोटे एडिशनल जिनस वुमेन रो जोटा कि आयरन डेफिशिएंसी एनीमिया पेटा गोटे प्रिडिस्पोज करे ए जो आयरन डेफिशिएंसी एनीमिया रो इज वेरी लाइक सिम्पटम्स ना देखिबे वेरी सटल जिनस गोटे हला आपन को टायर्डनेस वीकनेस फैटिग आपने कंसंट्रेशन कर दे परिबनी पाठ पढ़ुथि गोटे जीवा जरा यंग एज लाइक मेंस्ट्रुअल ब्लड लॉस एते हुए यूजुअली सेउडा कि इवन पाठ रे कंसंट्रेशन दे परिबनी गोटे दिन हीमोग्लोबिन लो हो जाए ब्लड लॉस ए सब जिंस पई एटा गोटे वेरी इंपोर्टेंट जिंस आयरन डेफिशिएंसी एनीमिया जोटा कि हमने सेति में टिके केयरफुल होबा कथा कि सेटा पूरा सिम्पटम्स हले आपन कर हीमोग्लोबिन चेक करिवे कि अननेसेसरी न्यूट्रिशनली डिप्राइव्ड होंतु किबा एक्सेसिव ब्लड लॉस even early age even in later part of the like later before even menopause like जेतबे कि एक्सेसिव डिसफंक्शनल ब्लीडिंग हुए सही जिंस गुडा को टिके केयरफुल होबा कथा काहे ना एटा ना प्योरली ट्रीटेबल जिंस जोटा कि हेल्प करि पारे आपन जोटा कि नॉट दैट कि आपन को एक्सेस करि परिबेनी सेमिति नुई तेनु आयरन रिच फूड खाइबाटा निहाती आपन डेली जति कि नीड अनुसार जेटा को हम खाइबाटा निहाती दरकार आ ये डिजीज गुडा जेतु वुमेन मनकर बेसी तेनु से हम माने बेसी केयरफुल होबा दरकार एमती जिंस अवॉइड करि परिबे सेकंड जिंस हला मोडे कहबी जोटा कि हुआ हुए हला ऑटो इम्यून डिजीजेस जोटा कि ऑटो इम्यून डिजीज माने आपण सुनिति पे गोटे हला रूमेटॉइड आर्थराइटिस लाइक अल्सरेटिव कोलाइटिस किंबा हाइपोथायरॉयडिज्म सेमती गोटे एसएलई सुनिति पे लुपस नेफ्राइटिस गोटे एसएलई कोन गोटे सिस्टमिक लुपस एरिथेमाटिस वेरी कॉमन डिजीज जोटा कि वुमेन मानकर वेरी कॉमन सेतरे कोन हुए ना आपण मन देखते जॉइंट पेन हुए स्किन रैश बाहर हेयर लॉस हुए ए सब जिंस गुडा सन माने आपण बाहर को गले फोटो सेंसिटिव जोटा कहती सनलाइट रे आपण को टिके फेस पड़िबो से टाइप रो हुए जोटा कहले एसएलई इट इज वेरी कॉमन इन अगेन वुमेन मानकर ऑटो इम्यून डिजीज ओवरऑल इज कॉमन इन वुमेन मानकर तेनो ए सब जिंस गुडा जतबेले आपण नोटिस करूचंती कि भी आपण चिन्ह परिचय कि सेटा आपण टिके क्विक अटेंशन देबे जोटा कि डॉक्टर कंसल्ट करिवे नॉट दैट कि एटा भी समिति आपण जो केमती अर्ली ट्रीटमेंट कले डिजीज गुडा प्योरली आपण कंट्रोल ले रखि परिबे समिति तो कहि बनी कि बहुत डिजीज अछि जोटा कि क्यों माने तर ट्रीटमेंट नहीं किंतु ए सब जिंस सेया नुए ऑटोइम्यून डिजीज ता आपण जेमती थायराइड देखिबे जोटा कि आपण मेडिकेशन जदी कंटिन्यू करिवे सेटा आपण इट इज अंडर कंट्रोल कि आपण सेटा कि ओरडा नहीं एटा जो एमती बहुत जिंस आपण को करिया को पड़ुची किंतु ओटा टैबलेट डेली खाइबे तर थायराइड कथा न कहूची इवन रूमेटॉइड आर्थराइटिस आपण जदी तार केयर न नेबे अपन ट्रिपल हो जाए जॉइंट पेन एटा बहुत दिन धरिक भी चलिए जोटा कि अनट्रिटेड रहिबो डिफॉर्मिटी हो जाए तेणु ये सब जिनस गुड़ा आपण मान को जदि आपण अवेयर हेबे तेणु ये केबे अनडायग्नोस्ड हबनी तेणु एतिरे भी सेमती किछि नहीं जे सेतिरे यूरिन टेस्ट करिवे ब्लड प्रेशर चेक करिवे ये सब जिनस गुड़ार टेस्ट करके एटलिस्ट डायग्नोसिस हो पारिबो तेणु एगुड़ा भी गोटे जेहेतु कॉमन वुमेन मनकर सेति पई टिके केयर करिवे आ गोटे डिजीज विषय आपण कहबे जोटा कि हला सेमती गोटे हार्ट डिजीज जदियो मेन मनकर बेसी हुए किंतु हार्ट डिजीज रिलेटेड डेथ वुमेन मनकर कम कहीं ना वुमेन मनकर डिजीज अगेन गेट्स अनडायग्नोस्ड कहीं ना ये जो सिंपल जिनस गोटे चेस्ट पेन हम चेस्ट डिस्कम्फर्ट हम जोटा कि से जानी पारिबेनी कहबे एटा नेग्लेक्ट करिवे हां कोन हेतिबो बॉडी एक होची मे बी टायर्ड हो जाई ए सब जिनस गोटे रेडिएटिंग पेन हुए लाइक जदि चेस्ट पेन के हाथ को जीव आ सेति पई आपन को तापरे गोड़ टिके फुलिबो जोटा कि नेचुरली वुमेन मन हमती हम बेसी काम करके मोर गोड़ फुली जाउछन किंतु से सब गोड़ फुलाटा को आपन सेमती छाड़ दे परबेनी जोटा कि आपन ताको कंसल्ट करियो पड़िबो से आउ केते गुडा जिनस तार थाई पारे हार्ट डिजीज रो लाइक जदि गोटे पाल्पिटेशन हुए बेले बेले हम एंजाइटी स्ट्रेस होची जति पई पाल्पिटेशन होची से गुडा को इग्नोर करबेनी के आ जहां भी हो ब्लड प्रेशर ता चेक करियो ब्लड प्रेशर हाइपरटेंशन गोटे समथिंग गोटे इंपोर्टेंट डिजीज जोटा कि इवन वुमेन माने तांकर ब्लड प्रेशर आजिकल आगुरी तो एबव 40-50 भितर आमे कहउतले जे ब्लड प्रेशर चेक करिवे ना ताटा इवन अर्लियर इवन 30s एज रे जदि आपनकर किछि भी सिम्पटम्स होची ब्लड प्रेशर चेक करबाटा मस्ट ब्लड प्रेशर चेक करिवे यूरिन टेस्ट करिवे व्हिच इज अ वेरी कॉमन जिन वेरी सिंपल जिंस किन सेटा केबे इग्नोर कर परिवे सेटा ही कले आपण जानि परिबा बहुत जिंस सेइथरो डायग्नोसिस हे जिवो तेडो एही सब सेमती आपण जानि छन तो हार्ट डिजीज पई जो जिंस गुडा आपण रिस्क फैक्टर आपण भलो करे जानथिबे लाइक समस्त कहले स्मोकिंग कर अवॉइड करिवे नहीं नॉट मच अल्कोहल तापरे ओबेसिटी तापरे कहिबे हला आपनकर जो अनहेल्दी डाइट ए टाइप रो एक्सरसाइज जेमती ए सब जिंस गुडा को आपण को टिके बेसी स्ट्रेस देबा पड़िबो काहे कि ना एटा हला सेमती हार्ट डिजीज एटा जेमिति मेन मानकर कॉमन सेमती वुमेन मानकर भी जिंस गुडा नुहे जे कि एटा वुमेन मानकर बेसी हुएनी किंतु एटा अनडायग्नोस्ड है कि डेथ ड्यू टू दैट इज मोर कॉमन इन वुमेन तेणु सेटा सेमती बेसी इंपोर्टेंस देबे ब्लड प्रेशर टा जेमिति हेले चेक करिवे गोटे रूटीन चेकअप विथ फैमिली डॉक्टर सेटा मस्ट करिवे ए सब हार्ट भी चेक करिवे ए सब जिंस गुडा निहाते दरकार आज लाइक आबे वुमेन आपण माने निजे बेसी ए जिंस गुडा स्ट्रेस देबे अगेन इवन द हस्बैंड माने कहबी कि फैमिली रा से माने भी इग्नोर करबेनी जे वाइफ करे जिंसटा होची निहाते केयर नेबे जे जिंसटा को छोटो जिंसटा इग्नोर जमा करबेनी केबे केबे इग्नोरेंस जिंस गुडा कॉम्प्लिकेटेड हो जाए जते कि सही स्टेज को दिबेनी आउगडे जिंस हला समिति आपण देखिबे हार्ट डिजीज को छाड़ देले समिति हे पारे गोटे हला आपनकर गोटे आइ जो हला यूरिनरी ट्रैक्ट इन्फेक्शन जोटा कि वुमेन मानकर वेरी कॉमन देन मेन दैट यू नो बिकॉज़ इट्स अ शॉर्ट यूरिनरी ट्रैक्ट जोटा कि दे आर वेरी प्रोन फॉर दैट इन्फेक्शन बिकॉज़ ऑफ द यूरिनरी ट्रैक्ट आ ए सब जिंस पई आपण माने कोन सिंपल सेमती सिम्पटम्स कोडा सेमती बेसी कॉम्प्लिकेटेड सिम्पटम नै आपण देखिबे इंक्रीज माने आपण बेसी थोर परिश्रा जिबे परिश्रा टिके पोडा ही पारे परिश्रा रे टिके माने कोन कोन दिले टिके मडी कलर जोटा कि टिके क्लियर परिश्रा न है कि टिके मडी कलर हुए तापरे आपनकर तळी पेट दरज ही पारे इवन लो ग्रेड फीवर ज्वर भी आसी पारे जोटा कि यूरिनरी ट्रैक्ट इन्फेक्शन द वेरी कॉमन सिम्पटम्स सेमिति हेले बेले बेले आइ पारे एंती गोटे सिस्टाइटिस हुए कहती जोटा कि खाली ब्लाडर रे इन्फ्लेमेशन हुए जोटा कि सिम्पटम्स बेसी न कि खाली तळी पेट पेन हुए इवन प्रॉपर लाइक यूरिनरी ट्रैक्ट इन्फेक्शन माने दी टाइप रे पारे जोटा कि अपर ट्रैक्ट ही पारे हमर किडनी ऊपर तळे ब्लाडर किडनी जाय जदी गला जदी इन्फेक्शन ता ताले सेटा सिम्पटम गुडा बेसी हुए लाइक हाई ग्रेड फीवर ज्वर हबो माने कंपो हुए जोटा कहती कंपो ही ज्वर हुए वोमिटिंग हुए तापर वोमिटिंग टेंडेंसी हुए से सब जोटा सेटा टिके बेसी कॉम्प्लिकेटेड हुए किंतु जदी सिंपल यूरिनरी ट्रैक्ट इन्फेक्शन अछि लाइक लोअर ट्रैक्ट जोटा हुए केवल यूरेथ्रा कि ब्लाडर से टाइम रे जोटा कि आपण सिंपल ट्रीटमेंट सेटा क्योर हे जिवो ए समय रे कोन यूरिन टेस्ट बहुत इंपोर्टेंट जो तरे कि सिंपल जोटा पॉस्टल्स थिबो कि किछि बैक्टीरिया थिबो ए सब जिंस गुडा जते बळे धरा जाए सेते बळे यूरिनरी ट्रैक्ट इन्फेक्शन होबार चांसेस बहुत बेसी तेणु यार प्रिवेंशन पाई आपण कोन करबे गोटे हाइजीन मेंटेन लाइक मेंटेन करिवे ଯେତେବେଳେ ଆପଣ ଟିକେ ପାଣି ବେଶୀ ପିଇବେ जोटाकि ଆଡିକ୍ୱେଟ୍ ହାଇଡ୍ରେସନ୍ जोटाकि बहुत इंपोर्टेंट जोटाकि कौन हुए कि यूरिनरी ट्रैक्ट को फ्लश कर दिए हुआ हुए तेणु पानीटा है सबुठ इंपोर्टेंट जिते पारे पानी पीबे तेणु एमती यूरिनरी ट्रैक्ट इन्फेक्शन जिते आप अवॉइड करेंगे आपंकर कॉम्प्लिकेटेड यूरिनरी ट्रैक्ट इन्फेक्शन हेनी किडनी इन्फेक्शन हेनी जिते थर किडनी इन्फेक्शन हम लाइक जदि आप ट्रिटमेंट न करेंगे किडनी ऊपर को जीव से किडनी डैमेज हुए ईच थर इन्फेक्शन टी किडनी डैमेज हुए तेणु यही सब जिन गुड़ा आप केयरफुल है यहाँ वेरी सिंपल लगे आप विषय केयर करेंगे कि इट इज वेरी इंपोर्टेंट सेमती और गोटे मेंटल हेल्थ जो स्ट्रेस एंजाइटी आपण मैंने तो जानते स्ट्रेस और एंजाइटी विषय में बेसी किसी भी कहीपरि कहीं आप समस्ते से थ्रू जाऊँच सब डेली डे टू लाइफ माने आप जॉब रे घरे मल्टीटास्किंग वुमेन माने मल्टीटास्किंग आप जानते सब विषय केयर ना पड़े तेणु एंजाइटी सब जिनसा फुलफिल करें कि ना इन टाइम से स्ट्रेसटा आप सब बेले रहे से घर मिसअंडरस्टैंडिंग भी हुए धर हजबैंड धर किसी हेल्प कले आपंकर आहरी टेंशन बढ़ तेणु यही सब जिन गुड़ा हजबैंड मान भी इक्वाली शेयर नवा कथा सब कम जमीती वुमेन माने हजबैंड कर केयर नौचंती मेन माने वाइफ कर केयर 100% नवा कथा जोटा कि एटा निहाती दरकार गोटे म्यूचुअल गोटे हेल्दी लाइफ पई एटा रियली इंपोर्टेंट मेन वुमेन से माने डेफिनेटली शेयरिंग करके काम करिया कथा जते जा कहले भी जहाँ भी हो से माने दी जन को सॉल्व करिया पड़ो तेणु बेटर टू बी पीसफुल लाइफ देन फाइटिंग ना कौन तेणु यही सब जिन गुड़ा केयर नवाटा निहाती दरकार सेमती तो छोटे छोटे मिसअंडरस्टैंडिंग हम मुझे कहूनी किंतु जोटा कि जिते जल्दी सॉर्ट आउट करेंगे केयर ने मैंने जड़े जनकर केयर ने नॉट दैट खाली हजबैंड मोबाइल पे वाइफ भी नियंती से तो मत लगे बेले टेक इट ग्रांटेड कि से वाइफ तो करेंगे ना कौन किंतु हजबैंड को भी करवा दरकार आ गोटे मोस्ट इंपोर्टेंट जिनस जोटा कि वुमेन मानकर वेरी कॉमन से आपण मैंने जानते हैं मैलिग्नेंसी ब्रेस्ट कैंसर जोटा कि ब्रेस्ट कैंसर सर्वाइकल कैंसर ओवरियन कैंसर ब्रेस्ट कैंसर गोटे जिनस जोटा कि इज रियली टू बी वेरी केयरफुल कहीं ये जिनसटा सेमती गोटे आप अर्ली डायग्नोसिस नाउडेज इज कम्प्लीटली ट्रिटेबल जदि आप केयरफुल लगे लाइक आप गोटे कहते सेल्फ एग्जामिनेशन करवाटा दैट इज रियली इंपोर्टेंट सहीटा आपण मु जानी एटिकार लाइक फैमिली डॉक्टर वेदर दैट टीच यू लाइक यूजुअली आम मैंने जिते मेडिकल पढ़ुलु आम को यूजुअली जो कुहा हुए जमी तुम योरसेल्फ विल हैव द एग्जामिनेशन दैट इज वेरी इंपोर्टेंट आउ सिम्पटम वाइज आप देखिए बेले बेले कौन हुए धर स्मॉल लंप कि गोटे किसी नोड्यूल इवन एनी स्किन चेंजेस इन द ब्रेस्ट और डिस्चार्ज कि किसी कारण पेन हुए से गुड़ा आप निहाती आपंकर डॉक्टर को कंसल्ट करेंगे जमा डिले करेंगे जोटा रियली इंपोर्टेंट आउ सेमती धर जदि जमी आप कहले यहाँ केयर ने आपंकर इंपोर्टेंट जिनस है केमी आपको सर्विलेंस करेंगे लाइक मामोग्राम विच इज इंपोर्टेंट आफ्टर एज 50 to like 51 to 74 that age mammogram every 2 years once करेंगे कैनेडियन एक्चुअली गाइडलाइन वाइज जो जहाँ फैमिली हिस्ट्री थाए लाइक मैटरनल साइड जदि थाए ताले दैट इज इवन अर्लियर जोटा कि यूजुअली द फैमिली डॉक्टर विल टेल यू इवन केबे करबा को पड़े से जिनसटा अगेन वेरी इंपोर्टेंट जोटा कि वेरी वेरी लाइक इट्स रियली इज अ ट्रीटेबल कंडीशन ब्रेस्ट कैंसर नाउडेज सेमती गोटे सर्वाइकल कैंसर पाई जो ह्यूमन पैपिलोमा वायरस वैक्सीन जोटा ता अगेंस्ट दिया हुए HPV वैक्सीन को हुए सेटा यंग एज रे अंटिल दैट रिप्रोडक्टिव एज सेटा को दबा निहाती दरकार व्हिच कैन प्रिवेंट द सर्वाइकल कैंसर सिमिलरली ओवरियन कैंसर एनी इरेगुलारिटी इन द ब्लीडिंग लाइक मेंस्ट्रुअल साइकिल जहाँ भी हो पाप स्मीयर से जिनस गुड़ा आप रेगुलरली आप जदि फैमिली डॉक्टर को थ्रू करेंगे यू इनसिस्ट देम जे व्हेन आई शुड डू मु केबे करबी मे बी समटाइम्स केबे हुए से यूजुअली फैमिली डॉक्टर भूली जाती से आपण तांको सेटा आपण एज अनुसार तांको हुए कि करवाटा इज रियली इंपोर्टेंट एटा गोटे जिनस गुड़ा वेरी इंपोर्टेंट आप वेरी केयरफुल हे मेलिग्नेंसी विषय आउ एति कि मु कहया चाहूँगी जोड़ा कि इंपोर्टेंट डिजीज इन द वुमेन जोटा कि वुमेन हेल्थ पाई इज सो इंपोर्टेंट तेणु ये आप केयरफुल हे आउ केबे भी करेंगे जोटा कि यूरिन टेस्ट बहुत जिनस आपन से यूरिन टेस्ट ही जना पड़ जाए कि प्रोटीन लीक अच्छी कि कौन मुझे इवन डायबिटीज विषय बेसी कहली कहीं डायबिटीज भी इवन टाइप 1 डायबिटीज इज ऑटोइम्यून डिजीज डायबिटीज विषय तो आपण मैंने जानते कि आपको केते केयरफुल होगा पड़े जोटा कि इट इज कॉमन इवन इन द मेन इन वुमेन भी इज नॉट दैट कि ओनली इन द वुमेन तेणु से जिन प्रति भी आप केयरफुल हे जोड़ा अर्ली अटेंशन लाइक ने इवन डॉक्टर कंसल्ट करेंगे से इम्पोर्टेंट तेणु गोटे सही अच्छी लाइक वुमेन मान को जदि आप केयर ने लाइक वुमेन इफ एजुकेट ए मैन यू आर एजुकेटिंग एन इंडिविजुअल बट व्हेन यू आर एजुकेटिंग ए वुमेन यू आर एजुकेटिंग ए नेशन सो एथिपाई मु कहबी कि आपण माने समस्त वुमेन माने निजर केयर नवा सदा फैमिली जमिति आपण मानकर केयर नचंदी हस्बैंड भी सेमती केयर नेबे निज जमिति अब वुमेन मानकर भी सपोर्ट रहया कथा सही सब जिनसा म्यूचुअल तेणु से कहीकि मोर यहाँ समाप्त कर मोर अपरचुनिटी देवाई रियली थैंकफुल
बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद डॉक्टर अंजलि बहुत भल है आपण मैंने इंटरैक्टिव कर परिए भी क्वेश्चन पचारि परिबे किछि अछि धर आपण नहले हमें नेक्स्ट होची एंटरप्रेन्योर कार किछि क्वेश्चन अछि कि किछि भी नॉट लाइक खाली डॉक्टर मान ऊपर किछि अलगा मोर गोटे क्वेश्चन हस्बैंड फोबिया कोन
हस्बैंड फोबिया नहीं हम एक्सटेंशन करते हैं एक्सटेंशन आराम से
किछि टिप्स दियंतु केमिति स्त्री को मैनेज करा हो
behind every successful woman there is a man definitely I acknowledge that definitely I acknowledge कहीं ना मु भी आजकल मु आज डॉक्टर मोर बापा very determined थे मु मेडिकल पढ़े तापर मोर father in law pushed me to become a nephrologist तापर husband he is very sharing and caring I am really lucky and I hope everyone will be like that and I hope definitely they are also taking care this is because of Women's Day so we have to emphasize on the women more and as my duty I will tell that you should take care that's all
बहुत बढ़िया आउ किछि धर क्वेश्चन दियो आमे नबा हम पर टाइम एक्सटेंड करू छी हम पर अछि आराम से भलो से इंटरैक्टिव सेशन आउ भी कि अछन धर कहिबे आमे भी कंसीडर करी कहि परिया पे किछि अछि हां अछन हां ठीक है तो एबे मु हमर एंटरप्रेन्योर डॉक्टर नहीं मास्टर एमबीए होल्डर जिनी घराई कहूची से तांकर केमिति कैरियर पाथ रे बढ़ी चंती आ एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप जो सक्सेस पाई चंती केमिति करचनी हम बतेबे आ प्लस कोन ज्ञान देबे लेडीज मानु को कि वुमेन मानु को से केमिति ग्रोथ कर परिबा आराम से तांको कैरियर रे भी कि भाबुथुए जे हमें खाली हाउस वाइफ अच्छु किछि करि परिबनु हमर डिपेंडेंट अछि छुआ थिले कोन होबो नाही हमें काम करि परिबनु बड़ डर लागुची तांको पई कोन केमती टाइप रो एनकरेजिंग वर्ड कहबे सो दैट से माने भी भाबिए जे हां हमें करू किछि
थैंक यू केके मते तो समस्त जानते मो ना जिनी घड़ाई मधुस्मिता घड़ाई समस्त मते जिनी बोली जानती मु कनाडा आसली 2009 रे मोर बाहागर परे मो हस्बैंड को समते जानचन से बहुत यूनिवर्सिटी ऑफ टोरंटो रो प्रोफेसर ही इज अ रिसर्च साइंटिस्ट तो मु कनाडा आसिला परे सिचुएशन टिके बहुत डिफरेंट थिला सेते बेले मु एक्चुअली एमबीए फ्रॉम किट तापरे मु भुवनेश्वर रे मु आईएनजी बैंक रे एज अ रिलेशनशिप मैनेजर काम करथली बट मु तले जॉब करथली बैक ऑफ माय माइंड मते सब बेले लागुतला जे मु कोन खाली जॉब करबी 9 to 5 एंड माने केते पर्यंत मु जीबी मोर करियर रे I should do something different. मोर बहुत चाइल्डहुड रे आई एम वेरी एम्बिशियस एंड मोर बहुत एम्बिशन थिला जे मु गोटे एंटरप्रेन्योर हेबी मोर बिजनेस रे मोर बहुत इंटरेस्ट थिला एवं से इंटरेस्ट एक्चुअली मोर बापा सी मते एक्चुअली एनकरेज करथिले ही इज अ प्रोफेसर इन कॉमर्स एंड से कहथिले कि जे जो नॉर्मल फील्ड यूजुअली जो माने चूज करंती मेडिकल के इंजीनियरिंग आईटी आई थिंक यू शुड गो फॉर एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप एंड तू करि परिबो तो ताकोटो मते बहुत ही मोटिवेशन मिलथिला सेति मु कॉमर्स पढ़ी देन तापर मु एमबीए करथिली फाइनेंस एंड मार्केटिंग तापर मु जतबेले कनाडा आसिली तो खाली भाबी देले हबनी जे मु बिजनेस कर देबी बिजनेस हे जो बिजनेस करिया पे इन्वेस्टमेंट दरकार पैसा दरकार जदि इन्वेस्टमेंट नाही देन हाउ कैन आई स्टार्ट माय बिजनेस तो मु जतबेले कनाडा आसिली सेतबेले मो हस्बैंड कहले कि तमे तम फील्ड रे किछि जॉब देखो मु बहुत जॉब खोजली बट मते बैंकिंग रे कोथरे भी किछि उडे भलो अपॉर्चुनिटी मिल नथिला तो मते से कहले कि जिनी आई हैव $30,000 फॉर यू तुम्हें किसी कोर्स चूज कर पारिबो नले तुम्हें किसी बिजनेस स्टार्ट कर पारिबो मु कहली नो आई डोंट वांट टू स्टडी मोर मु जति पाठ पढछि जति कि मोर नॉलेज अछि आई कैन इजीली स्टार्ट अप माय बिजनेस सो ही इन्वेस्टेड एक्चुअली $30,000 ऑन मी इन 2009 तापरे मु सेतेबेले स्टार्ट करथिली मोर फर्स्ट रेस्टोरेंट सेटा होची सबवे रेस्टोरेंट मु स्टार्ट करथिली तो सबवे रेस्टोरेंट जेतेबेले मु स्टार्ट कली जेहेतु $30,000 इज ए इन्वेस्टमेंट एंड आमे बैंक रो लोन नेथिलु तो इट वाज लाइक $170,000 गोटे रेस्टोरेंट आमे परचेज करथिलु तो जेतेबेले सेटा परचेज करथिलु जेहेतु बहुत ही लो इन्वेस्टमेंट थिला तो आम पाखे सेतेबेले के एते बहुत लोक हायर करी कि बिजनेस को रन करिया पे एते नथिला कैपेसिटी तो मते एवरीथिंग आई वाज द 80% मु काम करथली 20% मो पाखे दीटा पार्ट टाइम एम्प्लॉय थिले तो मु जेतेबेले काम करथली 2009 रे मु सकाळ 7टा रे रेस्टोरेंट ओपन करिया को जाय मु राती 8टा रे घर को आसे तो लिटरली मु सेठी रहउतली मोर सेटा सेकंड घर थिला एंड आई वाज एन्जॉयिंग दैट टाइम कारण मते बिजनेस समथिंग नॉट लाइक मते के पुश करथिला कि तमे करो एटा बोली बिकॉज़ आई वाज एन्जॉयिंग इट वाज माय पैशन मो पैशन बोली भाबी कि मोर एटा करियर बोली भाबी कि मो स्टार्ट करथी तो यूजुअली कोन पे ना हमर जो स्त्री लोक माने अछंती हमकु लागे कि अरे 9 to 5 जॉब कर देबी घरे जीबी रोसई करबी आ छुआ कथा बुझी देबी सब कर देबी आ ये एते टेंशन नबो कि एते हेडेक नबो किंतु मोर कहया कथा कि सेटा रॉन्ग जदि आपण सेटा भाबिबे कि मु 9 to 5 जॉब कला परे माय लाइफ इज डन तापरे मु घर कथा बुझिबी नो देन आपण को सेठी रेस्ट्रिक्ट कर दो चंदी जे मु आ किछ आगो को बढ़ी परिबे कि यू हैव टू पुश योरसेल्फ यू हैव टू पुश योर बाउंड्री जते बतना आपण निज को पुश न कर चंदी आपण को बाउंड्री को पुश न कर चंदी आपण केबे भी सक्सेस पाइ परिबे तो सेति भाई मु सते बेले तो सेटा स्टार्ट कली से रेस्टोरेंट ता करूथिला 4500 वीकली नेट सेल करूथिला माने 4500 वाज द सेल करूथिला पर वीक तो मु सेटा नेला परे मु बहुत जिंस ता भितर फिगर आउट कले कि कोठी प्रॉब्लम अछि को कहा ऊपर मु काम कले मु से रेस्टोरेंट रो सेल बढ़ाई परिबी तो मु निजे मार्केटिंग करथली मु निजे नियर बाय बिजनेसेस को डोर टू डोर जाके अप्रोच करूथली तांको कूपन्स दउथली तांको सब करथली तो देन तापर धीरे धीरे मु देखली जे कस्टमर फ्लो बढ़िया को लागिला तापर मु देखली जतरा हम टेक ओवर करथिलु से रेस्टोरेंट 9टा बेले बंद हो जाउतला देन मु कहली नाही 9टा बेले बंद करी लाभ नाही बिकॉज़ किछि कस्टमर्स अछंती जो माने को कि राती 12टा पर्यंत भी समान खाया दरकार 9 to 12 आल्सो वी कैन इंक्रीज द आवर्स तो मु कहली दैट्स फाइन 9टा रु 12 किंतु 12टा पर्यंत इंक्रीज कर दवाटा आवर्स इज इजी टू से बट एम्प्लॉय मिलवा भी तो कष्ट बेले बेले एम्प्लॉय माने भी आसंतिनी समान राजी होंतिनी काम करिया पे तो मु सेतबेले आई नेवर गिव अप मु कहे कि 12टा बाजू राती 1 बाजू राती 2टा बाजू आई एम गोइंग टू वर्क मु गिव अप करबिनी मु जदी डिसाइड करछि कि मु 12टा पर्यंत खोलिबी मु 8टा पर्यंत खोलिबी मु निजे काम करबी मु निजे राती 1 पर्यंत काम सो दैट्स हाउ आई स्टार्टेड एंड से रेस्टोरेंट आफ्टर 6 months 4500 नेट सेल को मु ताको बढ़े की कर देली $9,000 नेट सेल पर वीक तो जेतबेले 6 months 9,000 हेला देन मु देखली जे से रेस्टोरेंट रो पोटेंशियल अछि देन मु हस्बैंड को कहली कि आई थिंक वी शुड गो फॉर 24 hours लेट्स डू इट 24 hours देन ही सेड 24 hours हम कर दबा बट राती रे के एम्प्लॉय मिलबे न मिले मु आई डोंट केयर मु काम करिया राजी अछि मु राती रे काम करिबे आई डोंट केयर अबाउट इट तेणु आपण को से सब केसे से कॉन्फिडेंस आपण को दरकार जे मु करि पारिबे नो आपण करि पारिबे मु सबले भाबे जे ए वुमेन इज लाइक अ टी बैग यू डोंट नो योर स्ट्रेंथ अंटिल यू पुट इनटू द हॉट वाटर आपण को से चैलेंज को आपण को दबा पड़िबो जतन परिस्थिति आसीबो आपण को स्ट्रेंथ का जणा पड़िबो केबे भी एटा भाबिबे नै जे एटा को करि परिबिनी मु केमति करबी मोर घर रोसई करिया रच जाय कि अरे सकाळ पहिले छुआ स्कूल जबो नो सब जिंस मैनेज होई जबो
जदि आपण मेंटली स्ट्रांग होछन तो मु सब बिलीव करे जे आमे एज अ वुमेन आम भितर बहुत स्ट्रेंथ अछि बहुत ही कैपेसिटी अछि जे आमे जदि निजो को पुश करबा वी हैव नो बाउंड्रीज वी कैन गो एनीवेयर एनी प्लेस हमर कोनोसी भी हमको के रेस्ट्रिक्ट कर परिबे तो अगेन मु आसीबे ततला 24 आवर्स रेस्टोरेंट खोलू then after 1 year से रेस्टोरेंट को मु वीकली $13,000 सेल्स को पहुंचे देली then जते बेले मु से वीकली सेल 13,000 कली then I got the best revenue generated award from the Subway headquarter 47% sales growth within 1 hour within 1 year then तापरे से माने तो देखिले हमर ऑपरेशन एते स्ट्रांग अछि एंड वी आर वेरी डेडिकेटेड एंड हमर माने एमिति नुए जे हम आज रेस्टोरेंट रे एम्प्लॉय नै तो मु रेस्टोरेंट आज चाबी पके देबी बंद कर देबी नो जदि केही नै आई एम देयर टू वर्क आई डोंट केयर तो सेते बेले देन तापरे कोन हैला देन हमको जो हमर जो डीए थिले डेवलपमेंट एजेंट थिले सबवे कनाडा रो सीएम हमको कहले जे आई थिंक यू शुड गो फॉर अनदर रेस्टोरेंट then I talked to Jaideep and Jaideep said okay ठीक अछि हम we can go for another one then again somehow we arranged the funds because so business रे अपन भाबी देला अपन you need some investments so somehow we arranged the funds but and तापरे कोणेला हम सेकंड रेस्टोरेंट कलु next year then again second restaurant को भी हमें ताकू 25% revenue growth कलु again Subway approached us you should go for another one एमिति है कि within 2 years we ended up 4 Subway restaurants so जते बेला हमें 4 Subway restaurants and all of them are high volume stores and सेति पे हमको 4टा अवार्ड मिलिथिला 2011 रे for the best operator हिसाब रे हमको अवार्ड मिलिथिला तो तापरे से किंतु एबे मो गोटे चैलेंजेस विषय कहबी से 2011 पर 2012 रे मो पुओ जन्म होला तो another challenge अपन जानथो समझते कि किछ सपोर्ट नाही माने केही नाही अपन को सपोर्ट करिया पई यू आर द वन जे कि घर कथा बुझिबो जे अपन घर पिला कथा बुझिबो प्लस बिजनेस बुझिबो पर सेते बेले भी आई थिंक कि मु केबे भी भाबिनी जे मु केबे करि पारिबिनी बोली मु भाबी जे कि नो जदि भी आज मो बकरे मो पुओ छ मत बेसी अटेंशन दबा दरकार मु ता सहित भी मु मैनेज कर परिबी तो मु कोन करथुली जते बेले मो पुओ मु छोटो थिला मु ताकू मो सहित जो कार सीट रे मु ताकू नै कि रेस्टोरेंट पढौथली मु लिटरली ताकू जो पछवाडे बैक रूम में ताकू सिंक पाखे रखि दोथली सॉरी से सुनतो बट अगेन मु जाई कि देखुथली एति न कि मु घरे बस पड़थली कि नै मते मो छुआर केयर करियार अछि बेबी सिटर थिले भी सेते बेले आमे बेबी सिटर को 24/7 देखिन कारण बिजनेस इज समथिंग 24/7 आपन को राती 2टा बेले कॉल आसीबो आपन बुझिबा पड़िबो आपन को राती 4टा बेले कॉल आसीबो आपन बुझिबा पड़िबो नले आपन फोन रिसीव करिया पड़िबो तो मो फोन सब बेले 24/7 365 डेज केबे कि 9 to 5 पर मो फोन केबे बंद हेनी आउ सेति पाई मु सब बेले कहबी जे हमर जते लेडीज माने अछंती मते बहुत जण अप्रोच करचंती कि आमे किसी बिजनेस करिया को चाहूचू आमे कोन करि परिबो मु सब बेले समान को कहि छी यस यू कैन डू इट आउ सेति पाई आजी 3-4 जण मु कहबी हमर मो फ्रेंड सर्कल ले हमर ओडिया लेडीज से माने करि चंती रेस्टोरेंट्स एंड दे आर आल्सो सक्सेसफुल दे आर आल्सो माने आज भी मते फोन करचंती गाइडेंस मागु चंती जिने एटा हेई परिबो ना नै तो यस ऑफ कोर्स यू कैन डू इट काहे परिबनी एटा एमती करो ताको सेमती करो देन यू कैन डू इट कारण से माने आज कोन भी मो हेल्प मागंते ना आई एम ऑलवेज देयर टू हेल्प कारण जते बेले हमें बिजनेस स्टार्ट करथिलो मु जते करथिली सेते बेले आई डोंट थिंक केही भी ओडिया लेडीज आमर स्पेशली जीटीए रे थिले जे कि केबे गोटे बिजनेस करिवार गोटे माने साहस करिवा कि माने आगो को जीवा सेटा के भाबी नथिले बट जते बेले मु कॉली एंड मु समन को शो कॉली जे नाइ इट इज पॉसिबल एंड तुम माने करि पारिबो देन से माने इंस्पायर है कि एबे 3-4 जण दे आर डूइंग वेरी वेल आई विल से एंड जो माने भी मते पचारु चंती किबा जो मान को मन रे इच्छा अछि मु तांको कहिबी जे प्लीज गो हेड आपण माने करि परिबे के भाबंतुनी जे मो छुआ जे हाई स्कूल ले पढु छी मु बहुत टाइम दवा पडियो मते मोर सब बहुत छोटो छी मु कोन करिवि मु 9 to 5 जॉब करके टायर्ड हे गेलेनी तुमे जदी आपण मान पाखरे किछि अल्प स्वल्प इन्वेस्टमेंट अछि देन आपण यू शुड गो फॉर एनी बिजनेस व्हाट यू आर थिंकिंग सेटा मो हिसाब रे मु भाबु छी कि हमर जो लेडीज माने सेटा आगो को आसी कि ए ऑप्शन टा को भी निश्चय करिया कथा कारण जदि मु करि पारली त आपण माने काई करि परिबे निश्चय करि परिबे मु किछि भी एक्सेप्शनल नै इज ऑल अबाउट रियलाइजिंग योर स्ट्रेंथ इन सेति पाई एंड रेस्टोरेंट्स तो 2012 पर्यंत मु आसी रेस्टोरेंट्स थिला तापरे
ବର୍ଷେ ଦୁଇ ବର୍ଷ we were running the restaurants very well. Then ତାପରେ ଆମେ ଭାବିଲୁ ଯେ restaurants is there, ଠିକ୍ ଅଛି, ଆଉ କ'ଣ extra ଆମେ like explore କରିପାରିବା. So 2017 ରେ ଆମେ ଆମର first gas station purchase କରିଥିଲୁ because ମୁଁ gas stations ରେ ସେତେବେଳେ ମୁଁ involve ହେବାକୁ ଚାହୁଁଥିଲି କାରଣ I want to do something big now. ମୁଁ already I'm doing restaurants like $1 million revenue karuchi per year, but now I want to do $3 million revenue per year. ମୁଁ ସେଇଟା focus କରିବାକୁ ଚାହୁଁଥିଲି. So then 2017 ରେ ଆମେ first gas station purchase କରିଥିଲୁ and gas station operations also pretty much similar to restaurant. Then ଆମେ operation ଜାଣିଥିଲୁ, management ଜାଣିଥିଲୁ and everything. Then ତାପରେ କ'ଣ ହେଲା ଆମେ gas station ରେ ବି କିଛି revenue ଦେଖିଲୁ କି ତାର opportunity ଦେଖିଲୁ. Then ଆମେ slowly gas station expansion also कलु. So आजी ଆମ ପାଖରେ 6 gas stations ଅଛି and we are the sole owner of 6 different gas stations in GTA. And एमिति में कि सब के घर पाखरे अछि, it's in GTA but 200 km 150 km distance से समस्त अछंती. And समस्त पछारंती मते अरे घर पाखे हवा दरकार बिजनेस दूर रे हेले केमती हबो बोले नो. जदि आपनकर दूर रे अछि बिजनेस भी तार भी लाइक ट्रिक्स अछि कोन करिवे केमिति करिवे आपण मिनिमम इन्वॉल्वमेंट हे कि टेक्नोलॉजी को यूज करिकि केमिति आपण को बिजनेस को आगे परिवे. बट फर्स्ट थिंग आपण को जानिया दरकार जे बिजनेस आपण को प्रॉफिटेबल अछि कि नहीं. जदि आपण को बिजनेस प्रॉफिटेबल अछि रेवेन्यू जनरेट करछि से कोउठी भी थाउ आपण को टेक्नोलॉजी यूज करिकि भी आपण से बिजनेस को ऑपरेट करि परिवे मैनेज करि परिवे. तो रेस्टोरेंट्स गैस स्टेशंस जतबे हमर we are running well. Then तापर हमें भाबिलु जे because Subway was a QSR माने fast food restaurants. तो तापर हमें भाबिलु जे maybe we should go for a FSR like dining restaurants. तो जो तरह के अधिका revenue अधिका income कारण QSR आपण का गोटे लिमिट पर्यंत इनकम अछि तापर आपण से रेस्ट्रिक्ट कर दबो. बट हमको और आगो को जिबार थिला कारण हमें गोटे जगह रे तो बसी पड़ला होबनी. Then आमे कौन कलु like after 2020 जेतबे कोविड सरीला तापरे आमे डिफरेंट FSR restaurants like dining restaurants हमें ट्राई कलु देखिया पे कोठी कोटा तार रेवेन्यू केते तार प्रॉफिट मार्जिन केते. तो ऑफ कोर्स डाइनिंग रेस्टोरेंट्स प्रॉफिट मार्जिन बहुत अधिका लाइक QSR होची जोटा आपनकर बिगिनर्स मान को पाई आपन जतबे कोनसी रेस्टोरेंट बिगिन करछंती सेतबे आपन को जो फास्ट फूड टीम होटल्स मैकडॉनल्ड्स सबवे से आपन को हेल्प करबो. आपन को बिगिनिंग रे आपन को जानिया पाई हाउ द रेस्टोरेंट ऑपरेशन इज केमिति रेस्टोरेंट ऑपरेट करिवे केमिति कस्टमर मैनेज करिवे केमिति आपनकर माने डे टू डे ऑपरेशंस को हैंडल करिवे. बट जतबे अपन डाइनिंग रेस्टोरेंट को आछो इट्स लाइक मैनेजिंग 50 एम्प्लॉइज 60 एम्प्लॉइज एट अ टाइम. सो से जो सबवे रेस्टोरेंट्स रो ऑपरेशन मते हेल्प करथिला मोर डाइनिंग रेस्टोरेंट्स लो पाई. सो 2022 रे आमे फर्स्ट टुक ओवर कलु हमर डाइनिंग रेस्टोरेंट सुलेस जो वन दिस स्पोर्ट्स बार एंड ग्रिल सेतिरे एट अ टाइम 50 to 60 एम्प्लॉइज काम करंती एंड तार रेवेन्यू हला 3.5 मिलियन पर ईयर. सो सेटा जतबे आमे टेक ओवर कलु एंड आमे ता भितरे पसिलु एंड वी रन एवरीथिंग स्मूथली. देन तापरे आमे टेक ओवर कलु अनदर 4 डाइनिंग रेस्टोरेंट्स सेवडा होची आमे ऑटोवा रे भी एबे रिसेंटली टेक ओवर करिया को जाउछु माइलस्टोन्स. एबे आमे रिचमंड हिल टेक ओवर करछु फी एंड मेकल्स आयरिश पब रेस्टोरेंट पब. सो ए जो सब माने जहां भी आमे आगो को स्टेप बाय स्टेप आमे बढ़ुछु तार ओनली रीजन हला कि आम द आपण को जो कॉन्फिडेंस आपण को भितरे जोटा कि मु करि पारिबी यस आई कैन डू इट. जदि आमे भाबिबो जे नाइ मु कर पारिबी एते बड़ा सेटअप केमिति करिवि आज से लोक आसी माने काम करिया को मते जाई काम करिया पड़िबो मोर आज ए असुविधा अछि मु केमिति छुटी नै कि जिबि नाइ सेमिति भाबिले आपण केबे भी कर पारिबेनी आगो को बढ़ी पारिबेनी. तेणु मु हमर जते भी कम्युनिटी रे न्यू इमिग्रेंट्स आछंती जो माने भी हमर लेडीज माने अछंती जो माने चाहूचंती कि मु किछि बिजनेस रे आगो को जिबि बिजनेस रे मु किछि करिया को चाहूची मु सबले कहबी जे यस आपण माने निश्चय करि पारिबे. कारण अगेन से कोटटा कहबी women are like a tea bag you don't know your strength until you put into the hot water. आपण निज को चैलेंज नियंतु आपण निज को टिके पुश करंतु ऑफ कोर्स यू कैन डू इट. तो जदी तारी किछि क्वेश्चन अछि पचारे को मते देन दिस इज माय जर्नी एंड मु स्टॉप करिनी एठी आई एम गोइंग टू डू मोर. सो
Thank you so much, Jenny. Excellent. Anybody any questions? काହାର किसी question अच्छी जिंदगी को पाई? किसी का को entrepreneur पाई tips दरकार?
So बहुत बढ़िया आम पाखे आउ जने जे आम कहलु भी आसंती मिनिस्ट्रियल कैंडिडेट मिसिसागा पाई. So she is here with us now. So it's really it's a nice moment to have you here, Deepika Damira, right? So she has been contesting for she is having roots from Odisha also. She is having a linkage from Odisha and Raulkela particularly. So her relatives are still there in Raulkela. So it's a good part of her. And she is asking us to how to meet all our Odia people over here. So I thought like this is the best chance to meet, and also it's a Women's Day celebration, so it's a really great chance. And she's also a woman and she's doing a lot of community work, and she's also contesting candidate for Mississauga Mayor. So we really wish all the best for that, and hopefully we'll see you in the mayor, and definitely can get involved more in the community work. So I'll invite Deepika Damira to come and have a few words. So she's like few more people are here. So, okay, we'll hear something about her journey, how she grown up, and how become she's been there for many years in Cooksville as a counselor and APP also or something like that. But yeah, I will learn more about her, and she can tell us more about how to get involved in community, and we'll always wish best of luck for her journey to become Mississauga Mayor, and hopefully many other thinking that she will be the strong contest candidate for this, and wish the very best for her. So let's hear about something from her and see how she got this journey from low level to the higher level.
Okay, I will. So I'm just going to, if you don't mind, just stand and speak, be closer to you guys a bit. So yeah. Namaskar and happy International Women's Day. And I want to talk a little bit about women because we're celebrating Happy International Women's Day, and a little bit about myself. And but I promise I'll keep it short. So with women, and I was speaking yesterday at the CHC, Hindu Chamber of Canadian Hindu Chamber of Commerce, where they had also International Women's Day celebration. And the theme that I spoke about, and I'm going to speak about the same theme today, is the power of dreams. So, what I think, what I want, often I'm asked this question: what's your message for young women? What's your message for young girls? And this is my message for not just young girls and boys and everybody. And that is, I want you to have the courage to dream. Because you may not know this, but we are afraid to dream sometimes. An idea goes into your head and you go, no, not me. So you're not even able to dream, never mind actually make it happen, because we are afraid to dream. So the first thing is, don't be afraid to dream. Dreams are free. Dream freely, dream with courage. Big or small, doesn't matter. Don't edit your dreams. That's the best message that I can give, especially the young girls here. And the second thing that we need in life is courage. And courage, when we think of International Women's Day and we think of women's liberation, I want to share a story of courage and leadership from a woman. She was my great-grandmother. Actually, no. She was my great-grandmother, great-great-grandmother. So she was my great-grandfather's mother. She was in a small village in Andhra Pradesh, and she was the second wife. So there was the first wife and 2 kids, and then she was the second wife, and I think she had 3 or 4 kids. And then her husband died. So when her husband died, she may have had 6 kids, 3 or 4 of her own, and 2 stepchildren, and a small farm. And you can imagine, now we're talking the mid-1800s. Women had no rights, right? So all the family brothers, what did they say? They all said to her, oh, we'll look after your farm, and we'll farm for you, and don't worry about it. But her stepson, who was about 17 years old, my great-grandfather, he went to her and he said, I want to become an engineer. Think about this. This is a small town in Andhra Pradesh, a village. This lady doesn't know what an engineer is. It's like someone coming and saying to me, I want to do AI. I don't know what it is. And he said, I can make more money as an engineer than this farm will ever produce. So sell this land and pay my education so I can become an engineer. And all the brothers of this widow said, don't do it. He is your stepson. You'll sell the farm and he will get educated, and then he will look after his sister, because there was a stepsister, and he will forget about you because you are the stepmother, right? So she was now caught between all the men in her family who were saying, keep the land, and this one son who's 17 or whatever, just finished high school, saying, sell the land and send me to become an engineer. I will make, because these are small plots of land, you know what I'm talking about, right? Like 7 acres, 8 acres. And he's saying, I will make more money and I will support you. This woman had the guts to sell the land and sell this 18-year-old or 17-year-old to become an engineer. Keep in mind, she doesn't know what an engineer is even. He becomes an engineer. He keeps his word. He gets not only his sister married, but he gets all the other girls married, settles the sons, and looks after her. That's courage. That's the ability. How many of us in this room would be able to take that decision against all the men in the family? No education. My point is, leadership, anyone can be a leader. Leadership is not standing here. What that woman did was leadership. And she changed our family's history. Because with that, my great-grandfather stopped being a farmer, became a professional. So that was our entry point from farming to a more modern structure, because one woman had that courage and that vision. So I want all the young ladies here to, no excuses. No excuses for not having courage. If this woman could have courage in 1850 as a widow, no excuses. No excuses not to dream, and no excuses not to take action. That would be my message for International Women's Day. Thank you. Now my Odisha connection, actually I have several, not one. Rourkela, I have a lot of family because, yes, because of the mining. So my grandfather's sister's entire family was there because of the, he was a mining engineer, so he was all over Odisha, and we still have a branch of the family. But more interestingly, there's a district called Srikakulam in Orissa. Border. So it's quite Telugu speaking. And there's another district on this side which is Vishakhapatnam district, right? So whatever it's called, I don't know, Vishakhapatnam or whatever it's called. So we are from Vishakhapatnam, and we have an entire branch of the Damarla family that's from Srikakulam. It went into Odisha. They're still Telugu speaking, but when they made the states, before that it was whatever it was, Madras presidency, right? So we were all together. So I have a second connection to Odisha, which is half of my family is from Srikakulam, the other is East Godavari district in Vishakhapatnam. And I have a third connection, which is, I don't know how many of you know the name Sri Ram Chaudhary. He's now a TV presenter in India. He's very famous now, and he's my brother-in-law. So many, many connections to Odisha. And finally, I want to say I have a dream too. I spoke about dreams, and my dream is I'm running for mayor of Mississauga. How many people here from Mississauga? Thank you. So all of you, this, I always say too, there's two election dates. There's an election date for everybody else, and then there's an election date for all the Indians. The election date for all the Indians is May 24th. It's advance vote. I want everybody who's voting for me, I want to win the election on May 24th. I'm not waiting to June 10th. So I need every single one of you. I need your support and your love. And thank you so much for having me here.
So would like to learn more about how you grown up and you came here and got a chance to compete for kind of, you can say, like a lot of international people here, right? It's not easy to grow up and be compete with another political people over here. So how do you should learn about more on that?
So he wants to know how I became a politician, right? Yes. Okay. So how did I become a politician? I'll tell you a small story. So when I was a child in India, I used to be always fascinated by politicians. You know how kids are fascinated by movie stars? For some reason, I was always fascinated by politicians, just growing up. But in my head, I always talked about not having the courage to dream. I know what that's like too. I always thought, how can a middle-class girl in India ever do politics, right? Like, it's just not possible. You're not going to get a ticket. Like, no party is going to give me a ticket. You're just like nobody. You're be a movie star or industrialist, or you have to have connections to the leader. So I just kind of, I was afraid to even think in my own head that that's a possibility. Fast forward, I come here, and the first thing I notice is how accessible politicians are. In India, the politicians, chaparasi also you cannot approach, right? And never mind the politician, like there's 5 people ahead and behind them also that you cannot approach. And here you could approach politicians they were just at events. And so that really made me think about 2 things. When you talk about what is a democracy, what is a modern democracy, if I ask somebody to define, does anybody want to take a shot at what defines a modern democracy? Anybody? I see a lot of young kids. You've done civics courses. Anybody wants to respond? Okay. I'll take the spotlight off you. A modern democracy is where everybody has the right to vote. Men, women, rich, poor, everybody has the same right to vote. It wasn't always like this, right? Women didn't have the right to vote. When we first started voting in Canada, only people who owned land could vote. Didn't matter men, women. So if you didn't own land, you couldn't vote. So there were categories. But a modern democracy is every citizen, whether you are a thief, you're in jail, it doesn't matter. Everybody has the same vote. But there's a flip side. Who gets to run in an election? And what I realized was, what good is the right to vote if who can run is a small group of people, right? It's not a full democracy. So what was interesting about Canada is somebody like me can run. I learned that very quickly. When I first came here, I did my MBA, and so I joined the campus clubs and the political clubs because I was always interested. And then I dared to dream that I can become a politician. It started with that when I was in university. I finally thought, I can actually do this. So I dared to dream of becoming a politician. And then, there's a journey to it. I started to volunteer on people's campaigns, get to know people. And as you know in here, if you want to get a ticket, you run for a nomination. I ran for a nomination twice. I lost the first time. I didn't give up. I ran a second time. I won the nomination for the Ontario Liberal Party, and then I was able to become an MPP. I got into cabinet. I know it sounds easy. It was hard. But essentially what it was it all started with, in India, I couldn't even think about dreaming of becoming a politician because the door was so closed. Why bother? And when I came here, I said, oh, it's possible. And I was able to dream, and that's the power of dreams.
Really nice. Anybody have questions? If you want to become a politician also, it's possible. That's a good thing what we learn here actually. So women here, In India, it's really difficult to stand on a politician party or political party, but here everything is accessible and any dream can come true. So one of the example is here, and they are also. So and you all also. So anybody wants to become politician, my contact.
If any of you are ever interested in politics, very easy way. Come volunteer on my campaign. They're happy to. And I'm going to give out my cell number to everybody. So if anybody's interested, you can take it down. Especially if you live in Mississauga. Everybody else, close your ears. But if you live in Mississauga, it's 647-984-8891. I'll give that to you again. 647-984-8891. Contact me. I'm happy to help you.
Thank you again. It's really encouraging to see such a nice person over here, including in our community, and obviously a touch with Odisha is always welcoming. You can, yeah. So it's really nice, and we'll continue our Women's Day and celebration and see. I have the number. I'll say it.
647-984-8891.
So it's May 24, right? May 24. Remember, if you are living in Mississauga, so or even though if you have address and you are eligible to vote, definitely you will look forward to go ahead and give on May 24. May 24. So we'll keep and remember it's only 2 months left, right? And, yeah. So definitely, yeah, we'll continue our own Women's Day celebration. We really thank you again. Delegate Amrala, we wish all the best for the election, and definitely we hope you become the mayor of Mississauga, and that's a great thing. And we will support you also, and you keep coming to our community and encourage us and give more tips and kind of encouragement wordings to our community, and obviously we will be in touch with more regularly now to see if we can invite to our events and all, and see how we can open opportunity for you and for us also. Thank you. Okay, we'll continue with our Women's Day celebration. So anyhow, it's a small part of that. And again, we'll continue go back to our two of our chief guests and see more from them. If not, we can have Prashant Bhuyan to speak about women empowerment. And then again, English तापरे आमे जेमिति ले जो माने अछंती तांको भितर 2-4 जन को पाखरु भी सुनिया को चाहूचे ऑडियंस माने पर ऑडियंस नो से माने रियल बट रियल एम्पावरमेंट वुमेन एम्पावरमेंट कले चले तांको पाखरु भी सुनिबा बेन निजर स्टोरी कि किछि गोटे कहबा को चाहूचंती जे हम कम्युनिटी पई भी सेटा भलो हबो मु चाहबी जे जणे नो दि जन हम पर टाइम अछि हमें 10 जन को इजीली एक्युमुलेट कर परिबा आ मु चाहूची जे हमें आसिकी किछि कहंतु सेटा अपन
थैंक यू के मते पुणी आउथरे माइंड करे देखि अच्छा नहीं मु पचरे को चाहू छी आपण मान को भितर केते जण कर इच्छा अछि कि मु गुटे मोर किसी बिजनेस करथांती प्लीज हाथ उठांतु जणे हां बहुत आका आसला दैट्स रियली गुड
इच्छा तो अछि
हां
गोटे जिंस जे तुम कहलो विल पावर जे डिटरमिनेशन होबो तो आ गोटे जिंस जोड़े मोर नाही फिजिकल स्ट्रेंथ भी थी दरकार जो तुम कहछ राखी ऑफरे भी जाई कि ये करी खुदे पहुंचवा दरकार आ सेमी कल सेमी बा जे कोनो से टाइम रे अवेलेबल हो सेति में भी तो फिजिकल स्ट्रेंथ भी दरकार तो दैट इज आल्सो इंपोर्टेंट राइट हाउ
मोबाइल जे फिजिकल स्ट्रेंथ जो आपण कहले नियति नानी थैंक यू फॉर द क्वेश्चन जोटा मु कहली जो राति अधरे भी आपण को अवेलेबल रहया दरकार आपण ए जो सिचुएशन ता आपणकर सब बेले होबनी ए सिचुएशन ता आपणकर वे तो 2-3 मास को थरे आसपारे 6 मास को थरे आसपारे किंतु ए सिचुएशन ता केमिति आपण रिड्यूस करि परिबे सेटा आपण केमिति आपण बिजनेस ता ऑपरेट करछोती
ଆପଣଙ୍କର ଯେଉଁମାନେ ଧରନ୍ତୁ ଆପଣଙ୍କର ଲିମିଟେସନ୍ସ ଅଛି କି ଆପଣ ଯାଇପାରିବେନି ସନ୍ଧ୍ୟା 6ଟା 7ଟା ପରେ ମୋତେ ଘରେ ଟାଇମ୍ ଦେବାକୁ ଅଛି, ତେଣୁ ଆପଣ ଯେଉଁ ହାୟାର କରିବେ ଆପଣଙ୍କ ଷ୍ଟାଫ୍, ଯଦି ଆପଣ ଜଣେ ଦୁଇ ଜଣ ଷ୍ଟାଫ୍ ରଖିଛନ୍ତି ଆପଣ ସେଇଭଳିଆ ଆପଣ ମ୍ୟାନେଜ୍ କରିବେ ଷ୍ଟାଫ୍କୁ ଯେ ସିଏ ଆପଣଙ୍କ ପାଇଁ ଆପଣଙ୍କ ଜାଗାରେ ସିଏ ଯାଇକି ଯେମିତି ପହଞ୍ଚି ପାରୁଥିବ। ଆଉ ରହିଲା ଯେତେବେଳେ ଆପଣ ବିଗିନିଂ କରୁଛନ୍ତି କୌଣସି ବିଜନେସ୍, ସେତେବେଳେ ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ 3 to 6 months ଫର୍ ସିଓର ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ ଏନି ଟାଇମ୍ ଆଭେଲେବଲ୍ ହେବାକୁ ପଡ଼ିବ। ସେଇଟା ତ କେବେ ମୁଁ କହିବି ଯେ ନାଇଁ ନାଇଁ ଆପଣ ଆରାମସେ ଘରେ ବସନ୍ତୁ ବିଜନେସ୍ ରନ୍ ହେଇଯିବ, ନାହିଁ ସେଇଟା କେବେ ବି ହେବନି। ସେଇଟା ହେଲା ମାନେ ଆପଣଙ୍କ ବିଜନେସ୍ ଡାଉନଫଲ୍ ଯିବ, କେବେ ବି ସେ ଉପରକୁ ବଢ଼ିବନି। ତ ଯେତେବେଳେ ଆପଣ 6 monthsରେ ଆପଣଙ୍କ ବିଜନେସ୍ଟା ଆପଣ କେଉଁ ବି ବିଜନେସ୍ କରନ୍ତୁ, ଆପଣ ଯଦି କୌଣସି କ୍ଲୋଥ୍ ଷ୍ଟୋର୍ କରୁଛନ୍ତି, ରେଷ୍ଟୁରାଣ୍ଟ କରୁଛନ୍ତି କିମ୍ବା କେଉଁ ବି ରିଟେଲ୍ ଷ୍ଟୋର୍ କରୁଛନ୍ତି, କେଉଁ ବିଜନେସ୍ ବୁଝିଗଲେ ଆପଣଙ୍କ ବିଜନେସ୍ ଯେ ମୋର ବିଜନେସ୍ର ଏୟା ମାନେ ମୋର କଷ୍ଟମର ଫ୍ଲୋ ଏୟା, ମୋର ଅପରେସନ୍ସ ଏୟା, ମୋର ଏମ୍ପ୍ଲୟିଜ୍ ଏୟା, ମୋର ଷ୍ଟାଫ୍ ଏୟା, ମୋର ଆପଣ ସବୁ ଇନ୍ସ ଆଣ୍ଡ ଆଉଟ୍ସ ଯେତେବେଳେ ବୁଝି ଯାଉଛନ୍ତି, ଦେନ୍ ଆପଣଙ୍କର ଏଇ ଯେଉଁ ଫିଜିକାଲ୍ ପ୍ରେଜେନ୍ସ ଯେଉଁଟା କହୁଛନ୍ତି ସେଇଟା ଆପଣଙ୍କର ବହୁତ କମିଯିବ। କାରଣ ଆଜିକାଲି ଟେକ୍ନୋଲୋଜି ଏତେ ଆଡ଼ଭାନ୍ସ। ଆଗରୁ ଯେତେବେଳେ ମୁଁ ଷ୍ଟାର୍ଟ କରିଥିଲି ଯେତେବେଳେ ଭିଡ଼ିଓ କଲ୍ସ ନଥିଲା, ହ୍ୱାଟ୍ସଆପ୍ ନଥିଲା, ତେଣୁ ମୋତେ ସବୁବେଳେ ଦୌଡ଼ିକି ଯାଇକି ପହଞ୍ଚିବାକୁ ପଡ଼ୁଥିଲା। ଯଦି କିଛି ବି ଅସୁବିଧା ହେଉଥିଲା, ଆଜି କଷ୍ଟମର ଝଗଡ଼ା କଲେ, ଆଜି ରବରି ହେଇଗଲା, ଆଜି କ'ଣ ହେଇଗଲା, ମୁଁ ରାତି 2ଟା ବେଳେ ଯାଇକି ପୋଲିସ ପାଖରେ ଛିଡ଼ା ହେଉଛି ଯାଇକି। ବଟ୍ ଆଜିକା ଡେଟ୍ରେ ଯେଉଁ ଟେକ୍ନୋଲୋଜି ଏତେ ଇମ୍ପ୍ରୁଭ୍, ଆଜି ସେଇ ଜିନିଷଟା ମୁଁ ଭିଡ଼ିଓ କଲ୍ ଥ୍ରୁରେ ମ୍ୟାନେଜ୍ କରିଦେଉଛି। I don't need to go. ମୁଁ ଭିଡ଼ିଓ ଯଦି ମୋତେ ଗୋଟେ ଷ୍ଟାଫ୍ କଲ୍ କରୁଛି ଯେ ଆଜି ଏଇ ଇସ୍ୟୁଟା ହେଇଛି, ମୁଁ ତାକୁ କହୁଛି ଠିକ୍ ଅଛି ଭିଡ଼ିଓ କଲ୍, ଶୋ ମି ଇନ୍ ଦ ଭିଡ଼ିଓ କଲ୍, ମୁଁ ଭିଡ଼ିଓ କଲ୍ରେ ଦେଖୁଛି। ତାପରେ ମୁଁ ଦେଖୁଛି ଯେ ଦିସ୍ ଇଜ୍ ସମଥିଙ୍ଗ ମୁଁ ସର୍ଟ ଆଉଟ୍ କରିପାରିବି ଓଭର ଦ ଭିଡ଼ିଓ କଲ୍, ମୁଁ ଭିଡ଼ିଓ କଲ୍ରେ ସର୍ଟ ଆଉଟ୍ କରିଦେଉଛି କି ମୁଁ ଓଭର ଦ ଫୋନ୍ ସର୍ଟ ଆଉଟ୍ କରିଦେଉଛି। ଯେଉଁଟାକି ଆଜିକୁ 14 ବର୍ଷ ତଳେ ସେଇଟା ନଥିଲା ସେଇ ଜିନିଷଟା। ମାନେ ବଟ୍ ଆପଣଙ୍କର ମାଇଣ୍ଡରେ ଆପଣ ସବୁବେଳେ ରଖିବେ ଯେ ଆଇ ଆମ୍ ଅଲୱେଜ୍ ଆଭେଲେବୁଲ୍। ଆଉ ଆପଣଙ୍କ ଷ୍ଟାଫ୍ ମାନଙ୍କୁ ବି ସେଇଟା ସବୁବେଳେ ରିଅଲାଇଜ୍ କରାଇବେ ଯେ ମାନେ ମୁଁ ତମ ଉପରେ 100% ଡିପେଣ୍ଡେଣ୍ଟ ନୁହେଁ। ଆଇ ଆମ୍ ଅଲସୋ କେପେବଲ୍। ଆଜି ତୁମେ ଆସିନ, ଆଇ ଆମ୍ ଦେୟାର ଟୁ ଗୋ। ତାହେଲେ ସେମାନେ ବି ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ ଯଦି କିଛି ଭାବୁଥିବେ କି ଆପଣଙ୍କର ୱିକ୍ ପଏଣ୍ଟ ଅଛି, ୟୁ ସୁଡ୍ ନଟ୍ ଶୋ ୟୋର ୱିକ୍ ପଏଣ୍ଟ ଟୁ ୟୋର ଷ୍ଟାଫ୍। ବଟ୍
ଉଠିଗଲେଣି ସବୁ କ୍ଷେତ୍ରରେ ଆଗକୁ ଉଠୁଛନ୍ତି, ଆଚିଭ୍ କରୁଛନ୍ତି। ଆମେ ଆଜି ଆସିଲା ବେଳେ ବାଟରେ ବି କଥାବାର୍ତ୍ତା ହେଉଥିଲୁ, ସ୍ତ୍ରୀ ଲୋକମାନେ ଆଜି ପୁଅମାନଙ୍କଠୁ ବି ଅଧିକା ଆଚିଭ୍ କରୁଛନ୍ତି ସବୁ କର୍ମକ୍ଷେତ୍ରରେ, ସବୁଠି। ତା ଭିତରେ ଗୋଟିଏ ଜିନିଷ ଅଛି, ସବୁ ସ୍ତ୍ରୀ କିନ୍ତୁ ଭୁଲି ଯାଉଛେ ଯେଉଁ ଯିଏ ଇଭେନ୍ ହାଉସ୍ ୱାଇଫ୍ସ ହୁଅନ୍ତୁ, ଯିଏ ହୁଅନ୍ତୁ, ସ୍ତ୍ରୀ ଲୋକ ହେଉଛନ୍ତି ଶକ୍ତି। ଆମେ ପିଲାଦିନୁ ଦେଖିଛୁ, ମୋ ବୋଉ ପାଠ ବେଶୀ ପଢ଼ିନଥିଲା, କିନ୍ତୁ ଯେତେବେଳେ ବାହା ହେଇକିରି ଏତେ ବଡ଼ ଫ୍ୟାମିଲି, ବଡ଼ ବଡ଼ ଦିଅର, ନଣନ୍ଦ, ମାମୁଁ, ଦାଦା ସମସ୍ତଙ୍କୁ ନେଇକି ବିରାଟ ଜଏଣ୍ଟ ଫ୍ୟାମିଲି ସିଷ୍ଟମ୍ ଥିଲା ସେତେବେଳେ। ସ୍ତ୍ରୀ ଲୋକମାନେ କାଳେ କାଳେ ଶକ୍ତି, କାହିଁକିନା ସେମାନେ ଯେଉଁ ସାଇଲେଣ୍ଟଲି ଯେଉଁ ସଂଘର୍ଷ କରି ଚାଲନ୍ତି, ସବୁ ମାନେ ସେମାନେ ହେଉଛନ୍ତି ଲିଙ୍କ, ଗୋଟେ ପରିବାରର ଲିଙ୍କ ଯିଏକି ପରିବାରକୁ ଯୋଡ଼ିକି ରଖିଥାନ୍ତି। ଆଉ ସେମାନଙ୍କୁ ବହୁତ ଧନ୍ୟବାଦ ପରିବାର ଯୋଡ଼ିକି ରଖିବା ପାଇଁ, ସୋସାଇଟିକୁ ଯୋଡ଼ିକି ରଖିଥାନ୍ତି। ଆମେ ସମସ୍ତେ ଫିଲ୍ କରିଥିବେ, ଏଠି ଯେତେ ପୁରୁଷ ଲୋକ ବି ଅଛନ୍ତି, ସେମାନେ ଯେତେବେଳେ କାନାଡା ଆସିଲେ ତାଙ୍କ ସ୍ତ୍ରୀ ନିଶ୍ଚିତ ରୂପେ ତାଙ୍କ ପାଇଁ ଶକ୍ତି ଥିଲେ। କାହିଁକିନା ଏ ଦେଶରେ ଚାକିରି ଖୋଜିବା ଯେଉଁ ଷ୍ଟ୍ରେସ୍ ପ୍ରଥମ ତାକୁ ସମ୍ଭାଳିବା ବହୁତ କଷ୍ଟ। ସେତେବେଳେ ସ୍ତ୍ରୀ ଲୋକମାନେ ଗୋଟେ ସପୋର୍ଟ ସିଷ୍ଟମ୍ ହେଇକିରି ନିଶ୍ଚିତ ଭାବେ ନିଜ ସ୍ୱାମୀମାନଙ୍କୁ ସପୋର୍ଟ ଦେଇଛନ୍ତି। ତେଣୁ ଆମର ଯେଉଁ ମା, ମାଉସୀ, ଆମର ଏଠି ଯେତେ ସ୍ତ୍ରୀ ଲୋକ ଅଛନ୍ତି, ସମସ୍ତଙ୍କୁ ମୋର ଧନ୍ୟବାଦ। ଆଇ ଏମ୍ ପ୍ରାଉଡ୍ ଅଫ୍ ଅଲ୍ ଅଫ୍ ୟୁ। ଥ୍ୟାଙ୍କ ୟୁ ମଧୁମିତା ନାନୀ। ମୁଁ ଏବେ ଆଇ ଡୋଣ୍ଟ ନୋ ରାଣ୍ଡମଲି ପିକ୍ କରିବି ନିବେଦିତା ନାନୀ। ତାଙ୍କ ମାଙ୍କୁ ଫଟୋ ସରିଗଲା କି? କିନ୍ତୁ ଆମେ ଆପଣଙ୍କଠୁ ଶୁଣିବାକୁ ଚାହୁଁଛୁ, ଆପଣ ତ ନାଇଁ ଆସନ୍ତୁ,
ତାଙ୍କ ମାଙ୍କୁ ବି ଦେଖିପାରିବେ। ତାଙ୍କ ମାଙ୍କୁ ଡାକିଦେବା, ସିଏ କହିବେ ସେ ଆସିଛନ୍ତି ପାଇଁ ଯାଇନାହାନ୍ତି ଇଣ୍ଡିଆ। ସେ ଗଲେ ଆମେ ଓମେନ୍ସ ଡେ ସେଲିବ୍ରେସନ କଲା ପରେ ଆହୁରି
ଏତେ ସବୁ କହିଲା ପରେ ଆଉ କ'ଣ ବାକି କିଛି ନାହିଁ, ସମସ୍ତେ କହିସାରିଲେଣି। ନିଜ ନିଜର ଷ୍ଟ୍ରଗଲ ତ ସମସ୍ତେ ଆମେ ପ୍ରାୟ ସମାନ ଭଳିଆ ନା। ନିଜେ ଗୋଟେ ପ୍ରଫେସନ କରୁଥିଲେ, ସେଟେଲ ଲାଇଫ ଥିଲା, ଆସିଲେ ପୁଣି ଷ୍ଟ୍ରଗଲ କଲେ, ପୁଣି ନିଜେ ଫ୍ୟାମିଲିକୁ ବଡ଼ କରୁଛି, ପରସ୍ପରର ସାହାଯ୍ୟ ନେଇକି, କମ୍ୟୁନିଟିର ସାହାଯ୍ୟ ନେଇକି, ପ୍ଲସ୍ ଘରରେ ହଜବେଣ୍ଡ ୱାଇଫ 2 ଜଣ ଯାକ ଆମର ସେମିତି କିଛି ସ୍ପେଶାଲ କହିବାର ନାହିଁ ଜବରଦସ୍ତି ଡାକିଲ ବୋଲି କହିଲି କିନ୍ତୁ ସେମିତି କିଛି ନାହିଁ
ଦୀପିକା
ସୁଷମା ମାନେ କରିଦେବି
ସମସ୍ତଙ୍କୁ ଏମିତି କହିଲେ ରାତି
ଆମେ ଏକ୍ସଟେଣ୍ଡ କରିଦେଲେ
ତମେ ସିନା ଏକ୍ସଟେଣ୍ଡ କରୁଛ ଆମେ
ଆମର ବି କାଲି ଅଫିସ ଅଛି
ଆପଣ ଟିକେ କହିବେ
ହ୍ୟାଲୋ ଏଠି ତ ତୁମେ ସମସ୍ତେ ପ୍ରାୟ ଜାଣିଥିବେ କି ମୋ ନାଁ ଦୀପିକା ବୋଲି ଆଉ ବର୍ତ୍ତମାନ ମୁଁ ହାଉସ୍ ୱାଇଫ୍ ସମସ୍ତେ ଜାଣିଛନ୍ତି ଆଜି ଆମେ ମାନେ ଓମେନ୍ସ ଡେ ସେଲିବ୍ରେଟ୍ କରୁଛୁ କିନ୍ତୁ ଦେର୍ ୱାଜ୍ ଏ ଟାଇମ୍ ଗୋଟେ ଟାଇମ୍ ଏମିତି ଥିଲା ଯେ ଓମେନ୍ସ ଡେ ବୋଲି କିଛି ନଥିଲା ଆଫ୍ଟର ଅ ସର୍ଟନ୍ ପିରିୟଡ଼ ଅଫ୍ ଟାଇମ୍ ସମସ୍ତେ ଭାବିଲେ ନା ଓମେନ୍ ବି ଇମ୍ପୋର୍ଟାଣ୍ଟ ତାଙ୍କୁ ବି ମହତ୍ତ୍ୱ ଦିଆଯାଉ ଫୋର୍ସଫୁଲି ସୋ ସେଟା ଗୋଟେ 1977 ପରେ ମାର୍ଚ୍ଚ 8ଟା ଓମେନ୍ସ ଡେ ହିସାବରେ ପାଳା ହେବ ବୋଲି ଗୋଟେ ଡିସାଇଡ୍ ହେଇକି ଏଥିରେ ଡିକ୍ଲେୟାର ହେଲା ଲୋକ ସେଟାକୁ ପାଳିବାକୁ ଷ୍ଟାର୍ଟ କଲେ କିନ୍ତୁ ତା ପୂର୍ବରୁ କ'ଣ ସ୍ତ୍ରୀ ଲୋକ ନଥିଲେ ତା ପୂର୍ବରୁ କ'ଣ ସାକ୍ରିଫାଇସ୍ କରୁନଥିଲେ ନା ପରିବାର ପାଇଁ କାମ କରୁନଥିଲେ ନା ଆଚିଭମେଣ୍ଟ କିଛି ନଥିଲା ସବୁ ଥିଲା କିନ୍ତୁ ସେଲିବ୍ରେସନଟା ନଥିଲା ସେଲିବ୍ରେସନ ଇଜ୍ ରିକ୍ୱାର୍ଡ ବୋଲି ଯେଉଁମାନେ ଭାବିଥିଲେ ସେମାନଙ୍କୁ ମୁଁ ଧନ୍ୟବାଦ ଦେବା ପାଇଁ ଚାହିଁବି ସେମାନେ ଭାବିକି ଏଇଟା ଗୋଟେ ଡିକ୍ଲେୟାର କଲେ ବୋଲି ଆଜି ଆମେ ବସିକି ୱିମେନ୍ସ ଡେଟା ସେଲିବ୍ରେଟ୍ କରୁଛନ୍ତି ସୋ ଯେତେବେଳେ ଆମେ ଯେତେବେଳେ ଛୋଟ ଥିଲୁ ୱିମେନ୍ସ ଡେଟା 1977ରୁ ଷ୍ଟାର୍ଟ ହେଲାଣି କିନ୍ତୁ ଆମେ ଯେତେବେଳେ ଛୋଟ ଥିଲୁ ଆମେ ସେଇଟାକୁ ଜାଣୁନଥିଲୁ ଆମ ଘରେ ପରିବାରରେ କେହି ପାଳୁନଥିଲେ ଆମ ମା ମାଉସୀ ମାନଙ୍କୁ ସୁଯୋଗ ଦିଆଯାଉନଥିଲା ପାଠ ପଢ଼ିବା ପାଇଁ କାରଣ ଆଗରୁ ଯେତେବେଳେ ଥିଲା ଆମେ ଛୋଟ ହେଇଥିଲୁ ଯେତେବେଳେ ମାନେ ବ୍ୟାକ୍ ହୋମ୍ ଓଡ଼ିଶାରେ ଛୋଟ ଛୋଟ ସହର ଛୋଟ ଛୋଟ ଗାଁରେ ଝିଅମାନେ ଜନ୍ମ ହେଉଥିଲେ ନର୍ମାଲି ମେଣ୍ଟାଲିଟି ଥିଲା ଯେ ହଁ ଏମିତି କ'ଣ ଗୋଟେ ପଢ଼ା ଯେଉଁଟା ବାହାଘରରେ ହେଲ୍ପ କରିବ ମଝିରେ ଗୋଟେ ଟାଇମ୍ ଆସିଲା ଛୁଆମାନେ ଆଗରୁ କ'ଣ ପାଠ ନ ପଢ଼ିଲେ ବି ଝିଅମାନେ ବାହାଘର ହେଇଯାଇଥିଲା ତେଣୁ ରିକ୍ୱାରମେଣ୍ଟ ଆସିଲା ଯେ ପାଠ ପଢ଼ିବା ଛୁଆ ଦରକାର ଝିଅ ଦରକାର ପାଠ ପଢ଼ିଥିବ ସୋ ତା ଛୁଆଙ୍କୁ ପାଠ ପଢ଼ି ପାରିବା ସୋ ପରିବାରରେ ଗୋଟେ ଥିଙ୍କିଂ ଆସିଲା ଆରେ ନା ନା ଭଲ ପ୍ରସ୍ତାବ ମିଳିବ ଝିଅ ପାଠ ପଢ଼ିଲେ ଆମେ ସେଥିପାଇଁ ତାକୁ ଆଟଲିଷ୍ଟ 10th ପାସ୍ କରାଇଦେବା ତାପରେ ରିକ୍ୱାରମେଣ୍ଟ ଆସିଲେ ନା ନା 10th ପାସ୍ ହେଲେ ଭଲ ନୁହେଁ +2 ନହେଲେ +3 ତ କ୍ୱାଇଟ୍ ଫର୍ ଅ ଲଙ୍ଗ୍ ପିରିୟଡ଼ ଅଫ୍ ଟାଇମ୍ ନା +3 ୱାଜ୍ ଦ ହାଇଏଷ୍ଟ ଷ୍ଟଡିଜ୍ ଛୁଆମାନଙ୍କୁ ଝିଅମାନଙ୍କୁ ଘରେ ପଢ଼ଉଥିଲେ ଯେ +3ଟା ପାସ୍ କରିଦେ ତାପରେ ବଢ଼ିଆ ଜାଗାରେ ବାହା ହେଇଯିବ ସେଟେଲ୍ ଡାଉନ୍ ଦ୍ୟାଟ୍ସ ଦ ହାଇଏଷ୍ଟ ଗୋଲ୍ ଦିଆଯାଉଥିଲା ସେମାନଙ୍କୁ କିନ୍ତୁ ଥ୍ୟାଙ୍କ୍ସ ଟୁ ଏଜୁକେସନ୍ ଆଣ୍ଡ ବହୁତ ଗୁଡ଼ିଏ ଅପରଚ୍ୟୁନିଟି ସେଟା ମିଳିଲା ଲୋକଙ୍କର ଆଖି ଖୋଲିଲା ଏଜୁକେସନ୍ କ୍ୱାଲିଟିଜ୍ ବଢ଼ିଲା ତ ସେ ପାରାମିଟର ଦେଇକି ଆମେମାନେ ଗତି କରିନୁ ଆମମାନଙ୍କୁ ଚେଞ୍ଜ ହେଇଯାଇଥିଲା ସମୟ ଆଉ ଆମ ମାଆଙ୍କ ମାଆମାନେ ଯେଉଁମାନେ ଗାଁରେ ଥିଲେ ବାହା ହେଇଯାଇଥିଲେ ଭଲ ପଢ଼ୁଥିଲେ କିନ୍ତୁ ସୁଯୋଗ ବି ପାଇନଥିଲେ ସେମାନଙ୍କ ମନେ ଥିଲା ଆମ ଝିଅମାନେ ଆଗକୁ ବଢ଼ନ୍ତୁ ତ ମୋର ମନେ ଅଛି ମୁଁ ଯେତେବେଳେ ଛୋଟ ଥିଲି ରୋଷେଇ ଘରକୁ ମୋ ମା ପଶିବାକୁ ଦିଅନ୍ତି ନାହିଁ ମୋର ଇଣ୍ଟରେଷ୍ଟ ଥିଲା ମୁଁ ଟିକେ ଦେଖିବି କ'ଣ କରୁଛନ୍ତି କ'ଣ ପରେ କ'ଣ ପକାଉଛନ୍ତି ତେଲ ଗରମ ହେଲା ପରେ କ'ଣ ପକାଉଛନ୍ତି ତରକାରୀ କରିବା ପାଇଁ ମୋତେ ରୋଷେଇ ଘର ଭିତରକୁ ଏଣ୍ଟ୍ରି ଦିଅନ୍ତିନି ମୋତେ ଯଦି ଦେଖିବାର ଅଛି ସେଇ ଦୁଆର ମୋର ଠିଆଇକି ଦେଖ ତୋ କାମ ହେଉଛି ପାଠ ପଢ଼ିବା ତୁ ପଢ଼େ ତୁ ଏପଟକୁ ଆସିଲା ମାନେ ସେଇ ଜିନିଷଟା ପଳେଇବ ଆଉ ସେଇ ଜିନିଷଟା ପଳେଇ ଯାଉ ବୋଲି ମୋ ମା କେବେ ଚାହୁଁନଥିଲେ ମେ ବି ଦ୍ୟାଟ୍ ୱାଜ୍ ଆନାଦର ରିଜନ୍ ଯେ ମୁଁ ପାଠ ପଢ଼ିଥିଲି କାଇଣ୍ଡ ଅଫ୍ ଆମର ଯେତେବେଳେ ସାଙ୍ଗମାନେ +3 ପଢ଼ୁଥିଲେ ମୁଁ ଇଞ୍ଜିନିୟରିଂ ଅପ୍ଟ କରିଥିଲି ଆଉ ସେଇ ଫ୍ରିଡମ୍ଟା ଆମ ଘରେ ଦିଆଯାଇଥିଲା କାଇଣ୍ଡ ଅଫ୍ ୟୁ କ୍ୟାନ୍ ଚୁଜ୍ ଆମ ଭାଇ ଭଉଣୀମାନଙ୍କୁ ଯିଏ ଯାହା ପଢ଼ିବ କି ଯିଏ ଯେଉଁ କ୍ୟାରିୟର ଯିବା ପାଇଁ ଚାହୁଁଛନ୍ତି ୟୁ ଡୋଣ୍ଟ ହାଭ୍ ଟୁ ଗୋ ଇନ୍ ଦ ସମସ୍ତେ ଯେଉଁଥିରେ ଯାଉଛନ୍ତି ତମେ ଯାଅ ସେମିତି ନୁହେଁ ତ ମୁଁ କହିବି ୱିମେନ୍ସ ଡେ ସେଲିବ୍ରେଟ୍ ଆମେ ଗୋଟେ ଦିନ କରୁଛନ୍ତି କିନ୍ତୁ ଆମେ ତାକୁ ସବୁଦିନ କରିପାରିବା ଯଦି ଇନ୍ ଏଭ୍ରି ଡେ ଇନ୍ ଏଭ୍ରି ପସିବୁଲ୍ ୱେ ଆମ ୱିମେନ୍ସର ଚଏସ୍କୁ ପ୍ରାଧାନ୍ୟ ଦେବା ସେମାନେ କ'ଣ ଚାହୁଁଛନ୍ତି ସେମାନେ କେଉଁ ଜିନିଷକୁ ଇମ୍ପୋର୍ଟାନ୍ସ ଦେବା ପାଇଁ ଚାହୁଁଛନ୍ତି କି ସେମାନେ କ'ଣ କରିବାକୁ ଚାହୁଁଛନ୍ତି ଛୋଟ ଛୋଟ ଜିନିଷରେ ନଟ୍ ଇନ୍ ଅ ବିଗ୍ ୱେ ଆମେ ସେଲିବ୍ରେଟ୍ କରିପାରିବା through respecting their views, through respecting their choices, and we should not say like that we are allowing like ଆମେ କି ତାଙ୍କୁ allow କରିବାକୁ ଯେ ଏଇଟା କରିବ କି ସେଟା କରିବ କି କରିବ ନାହିଁ they are free to make their choices ଯଦି ସେତିକି ସ୍ୱାଧୀନତା ଆମେ ଆମ ସ୍ତ୍ରୀ ପିଲା ଛୁଆ ସମସ୍ତଙ୍କୁ ସବୁ ଝିଅ ପିଲାଙ୍କୁ ଦେଇପାରିବା then actually in a true sense we are celebrating Women's Day in every day.
आमे लास्ट दी जन रहले प्रशांत भाई ने हमर लास्ट रैप अप करिवे बहुत भलो भलो कथा कहि कि वुमेन एम्पावरमेंट रो कहि कि तो आमे जानिबा जे हम सहित सब बेले रहउछन्ती बे नुआ आछन्ती से कालगरु आछन्ती पूर्णिमा पात्र रानी से आसंतु आपण टिके कोहतु दी पद गटे भाई ने जे बेले कहबे से सब इवेंट अटेंड करछन्ती आ प्लस फास्ट एंट्री थिबो गूगल फॉर्म रे ताको ना जोटा बहुत भलो
मैंने कि लाइव रिकॉर्डिंग सेशन भी होती
ये आपको जहां मोबाइल गोटे एग्जांपल करबा चाहिए मैंने पाई जहां पहुंचंती ओके मु होची रतीश पात्र मो मिसेस होची पूर्णिमा पात्र हमें 2001 रो कनाडा आसलु बट वी हैव बीन ऑलवेज देयर इन कैलगरी रो एबे दी अढ़ाई वर्ष होला हमें रिलोकेट करछु मिल्टन रे रहछु और मोर दुईटी झील उभय ये रही जड़े ओकविल रोचे और जड़े बर्लिंगटन आम रोचु मिल्टन आम दुईटी ग्रांडसन अच्छा 7 वर्ष दुईज जाक मुझे गोटे एम्पावरमेंट विषय कहना चाहूँगी इन द सेंस कि आप समस्त कहते एम्पावरमेंट everybody is looking at the men. I mean how they will empower. स्त्री लोकଙ୍କର ବି ହାତ ଅଛି ସେଥିରେ ସେ ନିଜକୁ ଏମ୍ପାୱରମେଣ୍ଟ କରିବା ମୁଁ ଗୋଟେ ଏକ୍ସାମ୍ପଲ୍ ଦେବା ପାଇଁ ଚାହୁଁଥିଲି ଆମର ଯେଉଁଟାକି ନିଜର ଆମ ଅନୁଭବରୁ ମୋର ଆସୁଛି ଯେତେବେଳେ ଆମେ ମାନେ ବାହା ହେଲୁ ମାନେ ମୁଁ ସେକେଣ୍ଡ ଏଲ୍ଡେଷ୍ଟ ସନ୍ ଭିତରେ ମୋ ବଡ଼ ଭାଇ ଆଉ ମୋ ଏକା ସାଙ୍ଗରେ ବାହାଘର ହେଲା ମୋର 4 ଭଉଣୀ ଅଛନ୍ତି ମୋ ମା विशेष पाठ पढ़ने हुए तो ମୁଁ ବି ଜାଣିନି ସେ କ'ଣ ପଢ଼ିଛି ହୁଏ ତ 5th କ୍ଲାସ୍ ପଢ଼ିଛି କି ନାହିଁ ମୁଁ ଜାଣିନି ସେ କମ୍ପ୍ଲିଟ୍ କରିଛି କି ନାହିଁ କିନ୍ତୁ ଦେ ୱର୍ ଅଲୱେଜ୍ ଡେଡିକେଟେଡ୍ ଟୁ ଦ ଫ୍ୟାମିଲି ଆଣ୍ଡ ତାର 4ଟି ଝିଅ ଥିଲେ ଆମେ ବାହା ହେଇ ଆସିଲା ବେଳକୁ ମୋ 3 ଭଉଣୀ ବାହା ହେଇସାରିଛନ୍ତି କିନ୍ତୁ ସେଇ ଯେଉଁ ପରିବେଶ ସେ ବଢ଼ିଛନ୍ତି ଯେଉଁମାନେ ମାନେ ଘରେ କରିବା ଘର କାମ କରିବା ପିଲାଙ୍କର କାମ ଦେଖିବା ସବୁ କିଛି କରୁଥିଲେ କିନ୍ତୁ ଭାଇ କମିଂ ଅସ୍ ଟୁ କନଫିଡେନ୍ସ ଆମେ ଯେତେବେଳେ ଘରର ନିଜର ଆଲମିରା ଚାବି ସେ ନିଜ ଝିଅକୁ ଦେବ ବୋହୂକୁ ଦେବ ସେଇ କଲଚରରୁ ବଢ଼ି ଆସିଛନ୍ତି ସେଇ ଆଉ ଗୋଟେ ଏକ୍ସାମ୍ପଲ୍ ଦେଉଛି ଯେ ଆମ ଘର ଟ୍ରାଡିସନାଲି ଥିଲା ଯେ ସେମାନେ ଆମିଷ ଘରର ବୋହୂମାନେ ଆମିଷ ଖାଇବେନି ରାତିରେ କିନ୍ତୁ ଝିଅମାନେ ମୁଁ ସେଇ କଥାରେ ଆର୍ଗୁମେଣ୍ଟ କରିବାକୁ ଯାଏ ତାଙ୍କୁ ପଚାରି ତୁ କ'ଣ ନା ତୁ ମୋତେ କିଛି କହନା ମୋତେ କୁହାହେଇଛି ସେ ମୋ ଶାଶୁ କହିଥିଲେ ମୁଁ କରୁଛି ମୋତେ ତମେ ଯାହା କରୁଛ କର ମୋତେ କହିବ ସେଇ ଜିନିଷଟା ହୁଏ ତ ସିଏ ବି ଚେଞ୍ଜ କରିପାରିଥାନ୍ତା କିନ୍ତୁ ସେ ଏଗେନ୍ ଏଜୁକେସନ୍ ବ୍ୟାକଗ୍ରାଉଣ୍ଡ କଲଚର ସେସବୁ ତାଙ୍କୁ ରେଷ୍ଟ୍ରିକ୍ଟ କରିକି ରଖୁଥିଲା କିନ୍ତୁ ଧୀରେ ଧୀରେ ସେମାନେ ଲିବରାଲ ହେଇଗଲେ ଆମେ ଯେତେବେଳେ ଛୁଆମାନେ ଆସିଲେ ବଡ଼ ହେଲେ ସେ ପଦ୍ଧତିରେ ଚାଲିଥିଲା କିନ୍ତୁ ସେ ଆମକୁ ସେ ଇମ୍ପୋଜ କରୁନଥିଲା ତମେ ଯାହା କରୁଛ କଥା ତମେ ତ ମାନେ ମୁଁ କହିବା କଥା ଯେ ସ୍ତ୍ରୀ ଲୋକଙ୍କର ବି ହାତ ଅଛି କେବଳ ପୁରୁଷମାନେ ହିଁ ତାଙ୍କୁ ଏମ୍ପାୱାର କରିବାକୁ ପଡ଼ିବ ସ୍ତ୍ରୀ ଲୋକମାନେ ନିଜେ ନିଜର ପଢ଼େଇବାକୁ if you analyze in the society, the biggest enemy of women is women. They always try to restrict them, drag them, रही सोसाइटी को धीरे धीरे ये ओवरनाइट जीव धीरे धीरे जीव एजुकेशन कल्चर
समरी जहाँ आप बुझे मोस्ट इम्पोर्टेंट थिंग इज एजुकेशन जदि एजुकेशन भल हम कि बेसी पढ़े कि नॉलेज बढ़ो एवरीबॉडी
ये बड़ा विशेष एजुकेशन कहबे पॉवर्टी टू एजुकेशन कंप्लीट चेंज
आउ किए सेठी जो माने बसଛନ୍ତି को भाई किए आसी चाहते गणेश भाई आप किसी कहना चाहते कथा केबे पचारे अच्छा ठीक अच्छे आमर एमती भी टाइम नहीं आसिलानी आउ 15-20 मिनट अच्छी सो वी नीड टू गणेश आसवे कि सॉरी आस ना आस भाविले आमर 10-15 मिनट्स अच्छी आमको प्रशांत भाई को एटलिस्ट 15 मिनट्स रखा पड़ो आपण 5-10 मिनट्स ओके
नमस्कार भाई भौणी मैंने मु गत काली गोटे इंटरनेशनल वुमेन्स प्रोग्राम रे थिली हाँ सेठी बहुत लोक मैंने आसी प्लस बहुत लोग लेडीज मान संवर्धना ज्ञापन करा गोटे कथा कहबी आम जो मो वाइफ बाहर की आसलु मिडिल ईस्ट को आसलु आसला पर आम रही समस्ते कहती ना जो गोटे झील आसिले कौन हुए मोर जो बड़ झील है तापर मु जानी ग्रोथ मोर कौटू स्टार्ट है मु सब कहे आयुषी तू मोर सुनीता कहे मो तू मोर लक्ष्मी बट आयुषी इज माय महालक्ष्मी ओके सेटा गोटे मो मन भर सब जो भी जाए कहे तू मो माँ महालक्ष्मी दैट्स हाँ मुझे घरे घरे भी सोनामणि बोली आम डाकू यथेष्ट आ कौन कह
थैंक यू वेरी मच हमने से सब भल कहले कि आपण सुविधा जो मन के आसीबा ठीक है नेक्स्ट टाइम नहीं कैसे मन करी बिफोर वी कम टू प्रसाद भाई मु जस्ट डॉक्टर औरत आसी नांती बट आई विल जस्ट आस्क जयदीप भाई टू स्टैंड अप सो ही इज मिस्टर जयदीप पात्र जो जिनी जो कहतले जे मो सक्सेसफुल वुमेन देयर इज अ मैन एंड दैट इज जयदीप पात्र जे कि 30,000 टका इन्वेस्ट करके ताको बिजनेस सक्सेसफुल बिजनेस वुमेन करते थैंक यू जयदीप भाई प्रसाद भाईना इंट्रोडक्शन की दरकार एवरीबॉडी नोज प्रसाद भाईना लिटरेचर आर्ट कल्चर ओडिया लैंग्वेज रो लेकिन ओडिया रो जते जहां अछि हम टोरंटो भीतर मु जानि आउ के भलो प्रसाद भाई टू जानि के विषय तो सेति पई इंट्रोडक्शन इज नॉट नीडेड प्लीज आपण को हम ओडिसा हम ओडिया हम माटी आउरी भलो प्रसाद भाईना कहि परिबे आपण रैप अप करबा आगरु हम चीफ गेस्ट आपण
समस्त को नमस्कार मु आपण मानकर बेसी समय नेबिनी आपण माने घर को जिबे घर रे सब जंजाल अछि किंतु मु आज किछि जहा किछि कहबा को जाउछि किछि व्यक्तिगत किछि पारिवारिक किछि सामाजिक किछि सांसारिक सबुथि पदी पदी कहबी मु जदि स्त्री मानकर सपक्ष रे किछि कहे स्वामी माने देह को नेबेनी जदि मु स्वामी मानक पई किछि कहे स्त्री माने सेडा दाबी करिवेनी आज ए घरे सेही कथा प्रसंग नहीं आरंभ करछि गोटे छोट कहानी जो मु पिला रे पढिथि आपण माने भी पढिथिबे मु खाली पुणी थरे सतेज कर दोछि आपण मन रे गोटे छोट पिला हाथीटिए एणे तेणे धाई कुदा कुदी करिवारु माहुंत कोन कला ता गोडरे गोटे पघाटे बांधी की गोटे 8 इंच रो गोटे खुंडी रे बांधी दिखला तो सी तापर केते झिका टणा करबा परे भी जते बेले न मुकुली पारला से भाबिला आ मु मुकुली पारिबे सेही हाथीटी बड़ है कि 10 वर्ष पर जते गोटे पूरा हृष्ट पुष्ट पूरा जुब हाथी हला से सेते बेले से पघेड़ा पड़ीथिले से सेने ठियाई पड़ुतला से जानिथला जे मो बाहरी पारिबेनी जदियो तार एते बळ थिला जे ताठू 100 गुण मोटा दौड़ी मध्ये से छिड़े दे पारिबो मु कहबी नारी माने ठीक समिति से माने भाबुचंती जे तांको ऊपर जे संस्कार संस्कृति स्वामी बापा गाँ मानकर अंधविश्वास ओडा सब एबे नै जुआली भली बांधी की अछि सेडा भूल तेणु प्रथमे सेथिरु आपण बाहर को आसंतु सेडा होछि प्रथम बात द्वितीय कथा मु कहबी आमे जते बेले किछि कना नै कि दरजी पाखु जाऊ से सेही कना काटी कुटी सेती गुटे सजै कि हमकु साफ करि देले कमीज देले हमें पिंधु गोटे पुरुषर सृष्टि ठीक सेमिति हुए काहे कि ना बिना नारी रे पुरुषर सृष्टि असंभव आपण जते बेले डॉली क्लोनिंग हेतला प्रथमे मेंढाटी स्त्री मानकर बक्ष देशरु गोटे क्वेश्चन कि ताको सृष्टि करा जायतला कोनोसी पुरुष पाखु नै तेणु एमती आम जदि पुराण पुराणा सब कहानी को जीवा नारी मान विषय बहुत किसी लिखाई तेणु मु बुझीपारे नारी मैंने दुर्बल हेले केबे अबला दुर्बला पिला दिने बापा द्वारा बड़ हेले स्वामी द्वारा बुढ़ी हेले पुओ द्वारा से पालित ये सब कथा कही कही तांको बहुत गुडी दुर्बल करा जायछि आपण कुंतला कुमारी सावत कथा पढ़ंतु अमृता प्रीतम कथा पढ़ंतु मु बड़ बड़ लोक पाखु जीविनी मार्गारेट थाचर मार्टिना नवरात्रि लोभा माया अंजलि बड़ बड़ कथा कहबिनी मु ओडिसा रा कथा कहबी आमे जो ओडिशा माटी आसीचे ओडिशा हूँ एकमात्र प्रदेश पृथ्वीर जोटी की माटी माँ को झील बोली भाविकी रज संक्रांति रे पूजा करा हुए तेणु मु कहि आम ओडिशा रे नारी को केबे दुर्बला भाबिनु जगन्नाथ मंदिर रे स्त्री नुह गोटे भौणी तांको भाई पाखरे बसिकी शोभा पाए सेटा केवल ओडिशा रे अछि तेणु आमे केबे नारी को अपमानित करिनु नारी को सम्मान देकी आसीछु आपण सेही रथ यात्रा रे देखुथिबे लक्ष्मी रागिकी जाईकी रथ भांगी दियंती एते साहस को झियर अछि अन्य को देश रे मु काई जाने राजदान रे गोटे बड़ दान रे लक्ष्मी जाईकी जगन्नाथ रथ भागी दे छैळ हे छैळ 6 दिन कहि करी 9 दिन रहिलो तापरे जगन्नाथ फेरंती रसगोल्ला हांडी धरी लक्ष्मी को मनाइबा पई तेणु एही प्रकार प्रेम सराग केवल आम ओडिशा रे देखा जाए आ आमे जानिछु नारी मानन को केमिति सम्मान करिवार जदि आपण राजनैतिक संवाद पढ़ी भावुथे नारी मानन को केमिति माने अन्याय अत्याचार प्रपीड़ित सेटा गोटे अलग कहानी सेटा आजिकार कहानी नहीं सेटा गोटे अलग मंच अलग गोष्ठी अलग जिनस रही बर्तमान आसबी जो वुमेन एम्पावरमेंट नारी सशक्तिकरण विषय में कहवा कमला जी अनुरोध कले मु कहली एटा जदि कहवाकू जीवी मोर व्यक्तिगत कथा भी किसी आसीबो जोटा कि मु समस्त को कहिनी तेणु मु भाबुछि व्यक्तिगत कथाटा व्यक्तिगत ही रहइबो मु सेठु आरंभ करूछि पिला दिने माँ तापर बड़ भौणी पाखे मु लालन पालन होगी आसी मो भौणी पाखे 40 वर्ष रही माँ पाखे नहीं कहीं मो भौणी मो गाँव प्रथम झील जी की पाठ पढ़ी की चाकरी करने बाहर को आसिले जिते से प्रथम चाकरी मुजागढ़ रे पाइले मते मो बो पचारला दिन राति रे तू भौणी पाखे जाई रहिबो मु कहली मु तो तते छाड़ी रही परिबिनी मते कहानी के कहबो मो माँ कहला भौणी गोटे एकुटिया रहिबो तते भल लागिबो मु सेते बेले आज्ञा चतुर्थ श्रेणी पढुथिली म आपन कहूची मो माँ मते एहुनी पचारला जे तो भौणी कोन एकुटिया रहिबो की मो विवेक बाधी थिला मु कहली सतर्थ मो भौणी एकुटिया केंद्र रहिबो मु मो भौणी पाको पळैथिली सेही जो चतुर्थ श्रेणी मु जाईथिली तापर मु टोरंटो आसिली सेही दिनटू मु पंचम श्रेणी पिला मु अट्टा चकुड़िया मिल रे जाए मरीच गुंड करबा जाए गहम धरी जाए घर इलेक्ट्रिक बिल फोन बिल सब मु बांधे मु भौणी कहिथिली तमे दांडो केबे जाओनी मु थिला जाए सब काम मु करथि तापरे मु बाहा हेबनी बोली भाबी देथिली तापरे महारानी मिसले मते दिने सेटा भी गोटे सांगर जन्मदिन मिसिथिले मो सांग कहला प्रशांत रो घरे समस्त व्यस्त होचंदी ये बाहा होनी बोली आउ से गोटे अबुझा लोक एमन कहले ये मते कहले तम बाहा हो न मो पार्टी रो हठात भाई पड़थिला तम मते बाहा हबो की मो पार्टी बाहरला मते इच्छा नै तम बाहा हबो की तो से नीरव रह जाइथिले मु भाबिली मु होय तो किसी असमंजस प्रश्न पचारि देली जणको तेणु तापरे मु तम कहली मु तुमको 7 दिन समय दउची 7 दिन भीतर मते जणेबो तुम जदि बाहा हबो कि नै काहे ना मो पार्टी रो बाहरी पड़लानी कथा तो 3 दिन परे से मते कहिथिले ओ मु बाहर मु तांको धरी घर को आनिथिली मो परिवार को जणैथिली जे जदि मु बाहाबी मु आंको बाहाबी सेठु मु आरंभ करी नारी सशक्तिकरण रो कथा काहे ना मो परिवार रे मो बापा माँ सदा बेले झील मान बेसी सम्मान दियंती मो घर रो कोनोसी झील को पचरा होएनी संध्या पर बाहर रहिबुनी मो घरे कोनोसी झील को पचरा हेनी एते समय जाय कोन करूथुलु किंतु मु जतो मो सांग मान घर को जाय प्रश्न सुने से माँ छांचुनी धरी बाड़ाइबार मु देखे झील को कोठी थिले तळे काली में का घरे कोन करूथुलु पते मु केबे सुनिनी सेरा मो घरे तेणु मो घरे बापा कहती जे विवेकानंद कहिथिले जे जो देश रे नारी रो सम्मान होइनी से देश के उन्नति हो पारिबोनी तापरे मु एई सब अंगे निभेक आसी बहुत गुडी कथा आज मु एते सब कथा लंबे कहिबिनी नारी मानकु सशक्तिकरण करिवा पई पुरुष मानकर कोन प्रयास हेबा छ तुम गोटे गोटे कहूजी मु जतले प्रथम बाहाई आस्थिली से मते प्रथम दिन पचारथिले जे तम घरर मते नीति नियम श्रृंखला सब कुह मु पालन करिवि मु हसिथिली नीति नियम श्रृंखला तमे कोन पालन करबे हम घर नियम हम पालन करिवु न नाउ आई एम ए पार्ट ऑफ योर होम सो आई हैव टू मु कहली मो घरे केवल गोटे नियम अछि कि मो घरे किछ नियम नै तेणु तुम किसी पालन करिया दरकार नहीं तुमको भोक होउची निजे खाओ स्वामी अपेक्षा करिवोनी तुमको इच्छा होची कोडे जेहो तुम जाओ कार अनुमति अपेक्षा करिवोनी सेति कहथिली कि गोटे दिन से तांको मना करथिली निषेध करथिली तुम रंधा घर को जीव दैट वाज माय फर्स्ट थिंग मु तांको मना जदी किछि करिछि से गोटे दिन मु मना करथिली कि तमे रंधा घर को जीवनी काहे कि पिल्ला दिन रे आगे मु घर सानो पुओ मते रंधा घर भितर के छाडंदिनी सदाळे कहन तोर जहा दरकार तू कह आमे तो हाथ रे आनी देबू मु भाबे रंधा घर माने कोन गोटे करूछंती जोटा कि मते छाडुना से गर्भगृह भली माने कोन गोटे लुचै कि गोटे काम कोन करूछंती तेणु मु ताऊ कहली रंधा घर केबे जीवनी से भी आश्चर्य कहले मु जानिथिले 10 वर्ष आगु बाहर जिबो पड़ता तापरे मु रंधा बडा करे घरर मु केबे भाबेनी जे एटा झियो पिला मन काम एटा पुओ पिला मन काम मु केबे भाबेनी कहना आमे जेतला नारी सशक्तिकरण पे हाथ उठेबा कि दाबी उठेबा प्रथमे आमे जानिया पड़े जे आमे नारी मान में करूछु कोन तेणु आमु ताकू के भाबेनी से स्त्री एटा करबो मु पुरुष एटा करबिनी आम घर भितर किछि भेदभाव से नाही तापरे मु ताकू आउटी कथा भी कहितली कि मोर निजर कोनसी पिला छुआ दरकार नै मु आज प्रथम थर पे समस्त आगे कहजिला मु कहितली मोर प्रथमे मोर निजर कोनसी बायोलॉजिकल किड मते किछि दरकार नै मोर गोटे झियो अछि मु जाको पाळी की बड़ करछि आ मु चाहू से बड़ भी गोटे डॉक्टर हबो किंतु मु तुमको एटा भी फोर्स करिबिनी कि तुम चाप देबिनी कि तुम पुओ झियो न हो बोली तो मु तुम ऊपर छाडी दोजी तुमको सेही झियो दरकार कि तुम निज झियो दरकार किंतु आई एम वेरी प्राउड मु गर्व गौरव कहबी से मते कहितले नाही मोर सेही झियो ही यथेष्ट मते मो निज पुओ झियो दरकार नाही मु तांको धीरे धीरे समाज पे कोन करिया पे मु सिखौथिली मु केबे तांको कोनोसी चाप देइनी कि तुम एटा करो बोली मु कहितली तमे गोटे पुओ झियर मा हबो कि 1000टा पुओ झियर मा हबो तेणु जब तुम 1000टा पुओ झियर मा हो चाहते समाज पे कोन करबा पे प्रस्तुत हो तांको मु समाज पे ही प्रस्तुत करथिली मु तेणु घरे कोन भी हमर आलोचना हुए सबुथिरे मो झियो आ से भाग नियंती आमे घरे कोन निर्णय करू से भाग नियंती काहे कि जतो वुमेन एम्पावरमेंट आसे पांचटा जिनिस ऊपर हम गुरुत्व देबो पड़ियो गोटे होची पर्सनालिटी गोटे होची एजुकेशन आ गोटे होची पावर आ गोटे होची इकोनॉमिक आ गोटे होची सोशल जदि आमे गोटे झियो को ए पांचटा स्तर रे आमे ताकू स्वाधीनता दबानी आमे जदि ताकू ए पांचटा स्तर रे ताकू तार लिबर्टी बोली आमे कहूचे जो मुक्त चिंतन और मुक्त चेतना को जदि आमे ताकू आग्रह देबानी ताहले खाली रे नारी सशक्तिकरण गोटे पोस्टर हे कि रहि जिवो गोटे प्रचार हे कि रहि जिवो तो हम जब नारी कथा कहूचे ये जो नारी बोले जिनस कौन से माने सब सहुचन काई से माने सब सहिबे मु सदाळे होबे नारी मु देखि छी गां मानकरे पुओ माने मद पी की नारी मानन घरे जाई पिटंती बेट गाड़ी बाडे बारे मु देखि छी तापरे कोन कहिले तो बोपा तते एटा सिखै छी की तो बोपार मु खाउ छी की माने कोन झियो मानन जो लांछना गंजणा एटा आपण समस्त देखि थी कि मना करियो जे हम देखिनु बोली कहीं आम एवं सब देखी देखी आम बड़ हो तेणु आम मन में गोटे रही जाइए जे नारी मैंने से जन्म होती सहवाई नहीं नारी मैंने सहवाई जन्म होना मुझे कहबी जो नारी सशक्तिकरण कथा आम जो कहूँ से आम केते सहयोग करुचु कष्ट केते भागीदार होचु आम निर्णय नापी कौन दौचु मौका जदि गोटे नारी निजे किसी निर्णय नेबार तार सत्साहस नहीं ताहले ताकू स्वाधीनता मिली नाही आपण ताकू हुए तो 25,000 टंका रे पाट साड़ी पिंदे दी पारंती तापे हुए तो 2 लाख टंका रे सुना हार किनी दे पारंती ताकू नै कि टोरंटो रो सबु बड़ रेस्टोरेंट सीएन टावर ऊपर बसे खय दे पारंती किंतु ता भीतर रो जो अपमानडा ता भीतर जो लांछनडा से दे परिबे तेणु करी आमे जतलो वुमेन एम्पावरमेंट कथा दीपिका भणी कहले कि 1977 पर ए सब तमाशा आरंभ होईची बलराम दास आज्ञा बहुत आगुरु ए कथाटी कहि सारचंदी लक्ष्मीपुराण आपण पढिले देखुथिबे लक्ष्मी जाई कि चंडालुनी घरे खाइला बोली तांको जेतले बलभद्र मंदिर को आसे मना कले तापरे तांकर कोन अवस्था हला लक्ष्मीपुराण रे पूरा वर्णना हेछि सेरा तेणु जो वुमेन एम्पावरमेंट टर्म नाम ओडिसा पे नुआ नहीं आमे बलराम दास लक्ष्मीपुराण रो आमे वुमेन एम्पावरमेंट पढुछु जदि चाइल्ड एजुकेशन कथा पढिया आमे रेबती टू पढी पढी आसुछु तेणु आम पई एडा सब 200 300 400 वर्ष पुराना कथा किंतु कथा है कौन आम से गीत पुराण ना रे ठेलिकी रखी देइछु आमे ताको आगो को आनेनु किंतु मु कहबी वर्तमान समय है आपण वर्तमान 7 समुद्र 13 नई डेकी एपटे आसिचंदी 15,000 माइल दूररू ମୁଁ ବହୁତ ଜଣ ଦେଖୁଛି ଯେମିତି ଅଞ୍ଜଳି ଭଉଣୀ କହିଲେ ଜିନି କହୁଛି ଆମ ଭିତରେ ବି ବହୁତ ଏମ୍ପାୱର୍ଡ ୱୁମେନ୍ ଅଛନ୍ତି ମୁଁ ଦେଖୁଛି ମୁଁ ସେଇଦିନ ପରେ ମୁଁ ସେରାୱେ ଗାର୍ଡେନ ଯାଇଥିଲି ସୁବ୍ରତର ସ୍ତ୍ରୀକୁ ଦେଖିଲି ତାଙ୍କେ ସେଠି ଗୋଟେ ଛୋଟ ଗୋଟେ ରେଷ୍ଟୁରାଣ୍ଟ କରିଛନ୍ତି ମୁଁ ଦେଖିଲି ସି ଇଜ ମ୍ୟାନେଜିଂ ଭେରି ନାଇସଲି I saw her expertise ମୁଁ ଜିନି ସହିତ ବି ବିଜନେସ୍ କାମ କରିଛି and I saw her the power ମାନେ ସିଏ ଯୋଉଟା କହିଲା ସିଏ ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ ଭାଷଣ ଦେବା ପାଇଁ କହିନି ଦିନେ ତାର ମ୍ୟାନେଜର ଆସିନଥିଲେ ଗୋଟେ ଅର୍ଡର ଥିଲା ସିଏ ନିଜେ ଧରି ଆସିଲା ମୁଁ ତାକୁ ଦେଖି ଛାନିଆ ହେଇଗଲି ତୁ ଏଡୁ କୁଆଡେ ନା ଭାଇ ନା ମ୍ୟାନେଜର ଆସିଲା ମୁଁ ଧରିକି ଆସିଲି ସୋ ଆଇ ହାଭ୍ ସିନ୍ ହର୍ ଇନ୍ ଆକ୍ସନ୍ ତେଣୁ କଥା ହେଉଛି ଆପଣଙ୍କ ସମସ୍ତଙ୍କ ଭିତରେ ଯୋଉଟାକି ପ୍ରଜ୍ଞା କହିଲେ ସମସ୍ତଙ୍କ ଭିତରେ କିଛି ନା କିଛି ନିଆଁ ଜଳୁଛି ସେ ନିଆଁଟାକୁ ଲିଭିବାକୁ ଦିଅନ୍ତୁନି ଯଦି ମୁଁ କହିଲି କି ମୁଁ ମୋ ସ୍ତ୍ରୀ ପାଇଁ ରାନ୍ଧି ଦଉଛି ବାଢି ଦଉଛି ଏଥିରେ ମତେ କେବେ ଅପମାନ ହୁଏନି ଭାଙ୍କୁବାରରେ ମତେ କେତେ ଜଣ ଓଡ଼ିଆ ଭାଇ ଭଉଣୀ କହିଲେ ଆପଣଙ୍କ ପାଇଁ ଆମ ଘରେ ମାଡ଼ ଲାଗୁଛି ଆପଣ ଆମ ଘର ଭାଙ୍ଗୁଛନ୍ତି ମୁଁ କଣ ତମ ଘର ଭାଙ୍ଗିଲି ନା ଆମ ସ୍ତ୍ରୀ ମାନେ କହୁଛନ୍ତି କଣ ପ୍ରଶାନ୍ତ ଭାଇନା କଣ ପୁଅ ନାହିଁ ତାଙ୍କେ ଯଦି ରାନ୍ଧୁଛନ୍ତି ତମେ କାହିଁ ରାନ୍ଧି ପାରିବନି ତେଣୁକରି ମୁଁ ପ୍ରଥମରୁ ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ କହିଦେଲି ଯେ ମୁଁ ଯୋଉଟା କହୁଛି ଯେ ସେଟା ତମ ଘରେ ହବ ସେଟା ଭାବି ଦିଅନ୍ତି କି ଆଜି ଯାଇକି ତମ ସ୍ୱାମୀ କହିବେନି ତମେ ରାନ୍ଧିବା ଆରମ୍ଭ କର ବୋଲି ନାଇଁ ସେମିତି ନାହିଁ ମୁଁ ଚାହୁଁଛି ତମେ ସମସ୍ତେ ଏକ ମନ ପ୍ରାଣ ହିଁ ଚଳ ଯୋଉ ସିଏ ୱୁମେନ୍ ମୁଁ ମେନ୍ ତାର ଏଇଟା କାମ ମୋର ଏଇଟା କାମ ଏଇ ଜିନିଷ ଏଇ ଭାବନାଟାକୁ ମନରୁ କାଢି ଦିଅନ୍ତୁ କୋଉଟା ଯଦି ଆମେ ଗୋଟେ ଘରେ ଦି ଜଣ ବାସ କରୁଛୁ କାମଟା ସମସ୍ତଙ୍କର ମନେକର ସିଏ ଯଦି ଗାଧୁଆରେ ତା ଲୁଗାଟା ଛାଡ଼ି ଦେଇକି ଆସିଲା ଆମେ ତାକୁ ନେଇକି ଯଦି ଶୁଖେଇଦେବା ସେଥିରେ ଆମର କିଛି ଅପମାନ ହେଇଯିବନି ଯଦି ଏଇ ଭାବନା ଆମ ଭିତରେ ଆମେ ଆଣିପାରିବା କହିଲେ ତା କାମ ମୋ କାମ ସିଏ ଝିଅ ମୁଁ ପୁଅ ଏଇସବୁ ରହିବନି ହଁ ଆମେ ହୁଏତ ପିଲା ଛୁଆ ଜନ୍ମ କରିପାରିବେନି ଆମ ପାଖରେ ସେତିକି କ୍ଷମତା ନାହିଁ କି ଆମର ସେଇ ଯୋଉ ପ୍ରଜନନ ଅଙ୍ଗ ନାହିଁ କିନ୍ତୁ ଆପଣ ଏତିକି ମନେ ରଖନ୍ତୁ ସିଏ ଯଦି ଗୋଟେ ଛୁଆଟିଏ ଜନ୍ମ ଦେଲେ ଆପଣ ତାକୁ ଲାଳନ ପାଳନ ହୁଏତ କରିପାରନ୍ତି ଆପଣ ଏଇ ଯୋଉ ଜିନିଷଟା ଆପଣ ପିଲାଦିନୁ ଯେତେବେଳେ ଆପଣଙ୍କର ପୁଅ ଝିଅ ମାନଙ୍କୁ ସବୁ ଶିଖିବାକୁ ଆରମ୍ଭ କରିବେ ଦେଖିବେ ଆଉ 50 ବର୍ଷ ପରେ ହୁଏତ ଏ ୱୁମେନ୍ ଏମ୍ପାୱରମେଣ୍ଟ ଟର୍ମ ହିଁ କିଛି ନଥିବ ତେଣୁ କଥା ହେଉଛି ଯଦି ଆମେ ଆଜିଠୁ ଜିଦ୍ ଆରମ୍ଭ କରିବା ଆମେ ଆମ ଜୀବନରେ ଯୋଉ ନାରୀ ମାନେ ଅଛନ୍ତି ଆମ ମା ହୁଅନ୍ତୁ ସ୍ତ୍ରୀ ହୁଅନ୍ତୁ ଭଉଣୀ ହୁଅନ୍ତୁ ଝିଅ ହୁଅନ୍ତୁ ସେମାନଙ୍କୁ ଯଦି ଆମେ ଲିବର୍ଟି ଆବସଲ୍ୟୁଟ ଲିବର୍ଟି ଦେବା ତାଙ୍କୁ ଭାବିବାର ଶକ୍ତି ଦେବା କାହିଁକିନା ଅଞ୍ଜଳି ଭଉଣୀ ଯୋଉ କହିଲେ କି ଗୋଟେ ପୁଅକୁ ତମେ ଯଦି ପଢଉଛ ଜଣକୁ ଠିଆ କରୁଛ ଯଦି ଗୋଟେ ଝିଅକୁ ପଢଉଛ ଗୋଟେ ନେସନକୁ ଠିଆ କରୁଛ ମୁଁ ଏଇଟା ଥରେ କହିବାରୁ ମତେ ଜଣେ କହିଥିଲେ ଯେ ଓଲଟା ବି ହେଇପାରେ ଯଦି ଗୋଟେ ଝିଅ ଖରାପ ହବ ପୁରା ନେସନଟା ଖରାପ ହେଇଯିବ ଯଦି ଗୋଟେ ପୁଅ ଖରାପ ହବ କେବଳ ଜଣେ ଖରାପ ହେବ so thought may be different okay ତେଣୁ ଆମର ଭଗବତ ଗୀତାରେ ବି ଏଇଟା ଲେଖା ହେଇଛି ଯଦି ଗୋଟେ ପୁଅ ଖରାପ ହେଲା କେବଳ ଗୋଟିଏ ବଂଶ ନଷ୍ଟ ହୁଏ କିନ୍ତୁ ଯଦି ଗୋଟେ ଝିଅ ଖରାପ ହେଲା 7ଟା ଜେନେରେସନ 7 ପୁରୁଷ ଯାଏ ନଷ୍ଟ ହେଇଯାଆନ୍ତି ତେଣୁ ଏଇ ଯୋଉ ପୁଅ ଝିଅର ଏଇ ଯୋଉ ପାର୍ଥକ୍ୟତାଟା ଯୋଉଦିନ ଆମେ ଆଲୋଚନା ବନ୍ଦ କରିବା ଯେମିତି ଘରେ ଯଦି ନୂଆ କି ପେଣ୍ଟ ଦିଆଯାଇଥିବ ଆପଣ ଜଣକୁ କହେ ସେଟା ଛୁଁ ନା ନୂଆ କି ପେଣ୍ଟ ଦିଆଯାଇଛି ତାର ଆଗ୍ରହ ହବ ସେଟା ଛୁଇଁବା ପାଇଁ ଆମେ ଯେତେବେଳେ ଯାଇ କହୁଥିବା ନାରୀ ଅବଳା ଦୁର୍ବଳା women empowerment is needed well I'm ଭାବୁଥିବା women are not empowered till today so we need to give them empowerment so we need to discuss these things ଆମେ କଣ କରିବାକୁ ପଡିବ ଆମେ ସମସ୍ତେ ସମାନ ଗୋଟିଏ ଭଗବାନର ସୃଷ୍ଟି ଏଇ ଭାବନା ନେଇକି ଯେତେବେଳେ ଆମେ ଜାଣିବା ସେଥିପାଇଁ ମୁଁ ଦୀପଦ ଲେଖିଥିଲି ହୃଦୟରେ ତନୁରେ ମନରେ ଷଡ଼ ଋତୁର ସମାହାର ତୁ ନାରୀ ତୁ ଈଶ୍ୱର ମର୍ତ୍ତ୍ୟରେ ତୁ ମୋ ଜୀବନ୍ତ ଈଶ୍ୱର ତେଣୁ ନାରୀ ମାନେ ହେଉଛନ୍ତି ମର୍ତ୍ତ୍ୟରେ ଇନ୍ ଦ ଆୱାର ଥାଇ ସେ ଦେ ଆର୍ ଦ ଡିଭିନିଟି ଆମେ ଯଦି ତାଙ୍କୁ ସମ୍ମାନ ଦେଇପାରୁନେ ତାଙ୍କୁ ଯଦି ଆମ ସମକକ୍ଷ ଆଣିପାରୁନେ ତାମାନେ ଇଟ୍ ଇଜ୍ ଆୱାର ଫେଲୁଅର ଆମର ଅସଫଳତା ଆଉ ଆମର ବିଫଳତା ତାଙ୍କର ନାହିଁ ମୁଁ ଏତିକି କହି ରହିବି ମୁଁ ସମୟ ନେବିନି ସମସ୍ତଙ୍କୁ ନମସ୍କାର
ବହୁତ ବଢ଼ିଆ କହିଲେ ପ୍ରଶ୍ନ ଭାଇନା କିଛିଟା ଜିନିଷ କହିବା କଥା ନୁହଁ ଏଇଟା ବି କହିଦେଲେ ଚଳିବ ଆଉ କିଛି ଦିନ ଶୁଣିବାକୁ ପଡ଼ିବ ବଟ୍ ଚଳିଯିବ ମ୍ୟାନେଜ୍ ହେଇଯିବ ଯାହା ବହୁତ ବଢ଼ିଆ ହେଲା ଆପଣମାନେ ଆସିଲେ ଆଉ ଥରେ ଆମେ ରାପଅପ୍ କରିବା ଏଥିରେ ଯିବା ଘରକୁ କାଲି ସମସ୍ତଙ୍କର ଛୁଆ ପିଲା ଥିବେ ସ୍କୁଲ ମୋ ମାର୍ଚ୍ଚ ବ୍ରେକ୍ ଚାଲିଛି ତାହେଲେ ଏକ୍ସଟେଣ୍ଡ କରିଦେବା ଆଉ ଟିକେ डिनर अरेंज करदेवा अच्छा बड़ बड़ इन्वेस्टमेंट करने अच्छा हाँ ताले कौन करिया हाँ सत तो मैच ब्रेक अच्छे आमर स्कूल जाए ना से जानी पार ऑफिस चलो गोटे दिन वोमेन्स डे वुमेन एम्पावरमेंट तो तो नहीं भल है बहुत बढ़िया है समस्त आसिले मुझे एक्सपेक्ट करती से आसिले से बड़ कथा आम आउे थैंक यू कह कि थैंक यू गेस्ट मान को आउे स्पीकर कले बहुत भल एनकरेजिंग कथा कहले भी तो थैंक यू डॉक्टर अंजलि और जिनी भाई को बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद कि आम कहले आ हाँ फटोटा बोर्ड बना बोर्ड मान को धन्यवाद आमर कानोसार 2-3टा फंक्शन आसूची जून आमर आसूची विश्व मिलन प्लस आमर कौन ऑनलाइन मीटिंग आसूची एग्जीएम सॉरी और आउ साहित्य पाठचक्र जोटा बहुत भल जिन साहित्य पाठचक्र आसूची से अमिते अमिते आसतु आउ के रहिले गीता पंडित समझते खाओ तो आउ के कहबे कि साहसी महापुरुष अछंती मैन पावर भी आ सकते हैं एक्चुअली वुमेन माने
थैंक यू एवरीवन फॉर कमिंग आमर नेक्स्ट इवेंट एजीएम अच्छी आमर विश्व मिलन अच्छी पिकनिक अच्छी कॉटेज पिकनिक अच्छी सो ऑल बी प्रिपेयर्ड वन डे पिकनिक भी अच्छी सब बुक हो गलानी अभियान सब इनफॉरमेशन आसियो प्लीज सब पुओ मानकर गोटे फोटो प्लीज निर्मल दीपा भाई ना वुमेन्स डे पे सब मेन मानकर गोटे फोटो आसिया दरकार जगदाऊ आसंतु सत्यजित भाई ना फोटो आसियो जयदीप भाई विजय फोटो जयदीप भाई प्रेम when the main day will be celebration question पचार जदी
बहुत भलो क्वेश्चन एबे उठिले मेन स्लीपिंग ओके सासला गणेश फोटो पे when it comes anybody knows any woman like behind every successful woman there is a man so we are here because we are celebrating women's day every time do they have any concern about the men ये उठो जो हां रेडी सब प्लान हैप्पी मेंस डे
देखिए नले को एथरे भी नहीं जाय समस्त आछथि